Hello, 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 everybody. I am your androgynous android late night DJ, Costa.
I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
And this is the new Costa Twitch channel. Hi, I guess this is functionally the first stream of the year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
Oh,
it's only
up
like
in the bottle.
more than halfway through the first month, but yeah, we got it. Sorry I didn't stream last week. I was having a time, but we're good now. I hope everybody's doing well. How are you doing, Rafi? Happy New Year. How was
Happy
your
New
Year's?
Year. Well, I'm still drinking that champagne. Cut to Rafi, who is bobbing into a champagne bottle like one of those water bobbing birds, getting a single drop on their beak. But no, I'm doing all right. It's been a busy day and a January that has been kind of like drum and bass levels of go, 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 go. But last week, while you were having a time, I went to Anthro, New England, and had a ball.
Did you get to play Mahjong?
I did get to play Mahjong, yes!
Fuck yeah!
Mahjong is a complex enough game that the way that it was introduced to me was... so I guess I should say I got to play like half a game of Mahjong, and I was playing kind of like... it's slightly baby tier Mahjong insofar as like... I know there are a whole host of rules that...
The basics of hand building and knowing when to say
Exactly.
Bon and Chi and Khan and all that.
Yes. So, but yes, I got my first taste of Mahjong, and I enjoyed it. It also reminded me of Illimat, which is, I guess, maybe complimentary to Illimat, knowing that it was trying to be like a very old feeling game. But yeah, that degree of like, oh, I'm really scoping out how can I build my hand and whatnot. Game music is slightly too loud according to
Give me a
Cruising.
second
Thank
to
you
go and wiggle
for the heads
that.
up.
Thank you for letting me know.
I will
always
just speak
appreciate it.
very loudly. No, but yeah, that was fun. And also, I kind of want to get a real Mahjong set now because the like clickety clacky is satisfying, but mostly because those tiles, holy shit, we are beyond Tide Pod levels if I want to put it in my mouth.
Yeah,
Like-
it is very much like forbidden candy, like dice, in that they feel good.
Like they're this nice rice white with like a buttery yellow on the bottom, and I'm like, oh my god, I know it's going to taste like nothing at best, but it looks like it should taste like buttery rice, and I just ate and I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Life sucks. But
I've only ever played Mahjong digitally. I don't have a physical set. Every so often people are like, oh yeah, the VTubers you play Mahjong Souls, like the live service game where you can, it has like gacha mechanics for anime girls. I'm like, how the fuck do you incorporate that into Mahjong? I do not understand.
there in no way that honors God. Jesus Christ.
But yes, sorry. We should not be ADHD distracted. Video game under which you got me, which was very kind of you. Thank you very much.
It was your birthday. It's literally buying a good friend a game off their Steam wishlist is the least you can do to celebrate their birthday. So I hope this one... I'm glad we get to share this one. I didn't expect this to be necessarily one that we would go and stream together.
For real?
So it's like it's a nice. Oh yeah, I mean I figure we both probably had a good number of things prepared for this. So it's like a nice little treat of like, oh, it's also a little bit of a mini present for me too. Yay.
Hey, you know how much I genuinely enjoy doing like live read-throughs of games with you. So, and this is That's probably one of the biggest things about cold cases that I've really enjoyed, is that obviously most mystery games are very heavily dialogue focused, and the interesting ones have to give you some quite interesting characters to chew on to make them like big personalities, especially in a post Phoenix Wright, post Danganronpa world. So they're really good like voice acting practice. So it's I enjoy doing these a lot. Detective Instinct is the second game that we've played on stream that I have seen highlighted. No, sorry, I tell a lie. Third. That has been highlighted to me via either a game developer or a voice actor on Blue Sky. We were having a little conversation before we went live about how maybe it's just the shift in people that I am following on here rather than Twitter, in terms of what stuff they link, but I'm like, yeah, it's so great that I'm finding not only just people who are working on indie games, but indie games that I personally find interesting and want to play. So after playing the Seance at Blake Manor demo and the Coffee Theft Caper with the cutesy owl previously as well, I'm like, yes, let's go and play some like proper J-drama real shit, capital R, capital S.
Which is funny because so I don't actually know that much about this game, and seeing that it is styling itself after DS era titles, which I guess I'm thinking of Ace Attorney and the way that I don't know if I'd say Ace Attorney is real shit, and I'm really looking forward to trying to blend some of the seriousness of like the fucking 999, and also you get a comedy character coming in with like a big goofy nose, going like, hey, what's going on over here?
Yeah, no, from what I've seen, I don't know too much about the plot, but screenshots and so on and so forth, it gives me a very like Famicom Detective Club and Snatcher kind of energy, and that it's all very character driven and quite grounded, at least by the kind of character portraits we've seen and the kind of style of like the investigation menu. But enough flapping of gums, we can see for ourselves what thing looked like.
Yeah, we're not going to be talking anymore. This is going to be a commentary let's play.
Are we beaming the thoughts psychically into your brains as we play? Hotel Dusk, there we go. That's the tone that I thought that this would be sitting in. Okay.
Is there no audio on this?
Oh, I'm getting audio. Is it not coming through?
Oh, okay. Not
weird.
Not
on. Yeah, share stream audio is on. Let me turn it off and on again.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Okay,
that did it. Thank you.
No,
I was like, what a
was
bold
knocked
choice.
out of the window. Ooh, no subdeck for chapter 1? Just chapter 1? Okay. Like, that is such like an 80s haircut.
Yeah.
What is that knocking?
It's kind of reminded me of Golden Boy, which I've not seen, but I've certainly seen clips of.
You should watch Golden Boy. It's really fucking funny. It's of its time. He's a womanizer in a way that would be kind of cringe now, but very charming. Is somebody at my door?
Open up! This is the police.
The police?
You have 5 seconds until we bust the door down. 5, 4...
Oh, okay. All right, hold on, I'm getting up. Like, these CG shots definitely feel like 999.
So I can see. Yes, you're entirely correct. Where I can see him. Under arrest.
Discord is when you're pushing it, Discord is like cutting your audio out slightly.
Don't worry, I've turned noise suppression off. There will be no problems now. You're under arrest.
I will need to take you down in my ears a little bit.
I can also lean back
No,
from the
you're
mic.
fine. I had you at like 170. There we go. You're 150
It's
now.
what I deserve.
Under arrest?
You know what you did, you heartless monster! A murder has taken place in this very room, and you're the culprit!
What? And so we have.
Oh, I love this. I love Think as a.
What's going on here? And there's out for blood. Which. Love a cop that's just immediately like, person I've not seen. I will beat the fuck out of you. Which I
You
mean.
are ontologically evil. That's right, buddy. A murder took place in this very room only a short time ago.
But that's impossible. I've been in here all night.
You really aren't helping your case, pal.
And we've already talked. This is my hotel room. Room 105 on the first floor.
Hotel Dusk.
Officer, I think this is the voice I'm settling into. Are you sure you have the right room?
Shut it! I don't want to hear another word out of you.
Can I get him to listen to me?
Show your attorney's badge.
He must be in the wrong place, but how can I prove that to him? He's found more about this murder.
Still playing dumb, eh? Criminals like you make me sick. To think you could throw a man out of a window 5 stories to his death and then lie about it. That's simply nauseating.
Wait, what room number did he say we were in?
Like 105.
105 on the first floor. Yes. Officer, you said a man. Oh, so this is quite interesting actually, where this is how you progress is like the topics still remain, but they update as you learn more
Yeah,
circumstances. Because we've been, this has been a bugbear for me on a lot of the other games that we've played before, where like contextual flags don't fire correctly, and so it refuses to acknowledge that you've already seen or done a thing because it expects you to do it in a different order. This kind of forces this style of plotting forces you to select room and know where we are in the conversation by direct. He's not going to kind of highlight something that happened previously, but we'll see. Officer, you said the man was thrown out of the window of this room and fell 5 stories to his death?
That's right.
But I should be more tired than this. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Oh yeah? And why not, wise guy?
Because we're on the first floor. Look at that more.
But I was told room 105, or was it 501?
I mean, I know it's 2 a.m., but oh, you can. This is probably a more significant character than this guy that's just come in to yell at us.
501, Officer Loader. Okay, I was completely wrong on my guess that it would be a dame.
Boss!
It's a shame he's a cop. Damn.
Wow. Oh, you do surprise me sometimes. You were taking so long to join us at the scene, I was beginning to wonder if you got lost. But I see now you're just harassing this young man.
Look, I like a man that can carry a sideburn. Leave me alone.
That's right, sir. My mistake, sir.
The rest of the team's waiting for you upstairs. I'll join you in a minute.
Sir, yes, sir.
Apologies for Officer Loader. He can sometimes get a little carried away, you know?
So when you laugh like that directly at the camera to me at your age, I'm immediately like, Damon Gant, this man is a murderer.
He's not clapping, at least. But yes, it is not, especially with the like eyes squinted a little, like the eyebrows look a little. It does look a little villainous. Hey, are you all right? You know, you're not actually under arrest.
Like, he's clearly supposed to be a goofball, despite like his age and bearing or what have you. But I'm like,
Oh my god, he kind of reminds me of who was the guy who was the lead in Roadhouse?
Oh, I don't know that piece of media.
Oh man. Well, I guess that doesn't surprise me too much. Roadhouse. Is it?
Oh, it's a recent movie.
Oh no, that was a remake.
Because I was like,
I'm
Jake
talking about
Gyllenhaal? Goodness.
Patrick Swayze. This guy
I
reminds
see.
me of Patrick Swayze.
Sure. I mean, I've not seen Jake Gyllenhaal in a movie in quite a while. I'd be down to do that. I see.
I think you could pick a better one than the Roadhouse remake.
Sure.
You could also pick a better one than the original Roadhouse. Anyway.
Deep breaths. Yeah, I'm alright. Just. What exactly is going on here?
Perfectly reasonable question. I guess I could let you in on the situation. It's the least I could do after my officer disturbed your sleep so rudely. Hey, what's your name?
Oh, well, we
Wow,
are
get
the
to
one
name
and only
ourselves.
Rafter, of course. The fused entity that we are. Oh god, it's in alphabetical order. Fucks me up.
Yeah, so mean. Rafter? Did I hear that right?
Yep, that's me.
Nice to meet you, Rafter. I'm Detective Daltrey. What would you like to know?
Yeah, sure. I was wondering. I guess the think command is I'm not sure what I should do. I was expecting more of a Phoenix, right, being like in a thought on what's currently in front of him, usually rude.
I was wondering if it was going to be almost like a Disco Elysium-esque, like internal dialogue. Kind of.
Was somebody really murdered here?
Earlier tonight, a man fell to his death from a room on the 5th floor of this hotel through a shattered window. It's a bit of an odd situation, but despite Officer Loader's enthusiasm, it's too early to say if foul play was involved. Anyway, I'm shocked you slept through all the commotion. Didn't you hear the sirens?
When there was knocking, there was like flashing of that screen, which must have been the police lights outside. That makes sense. I don't think so.
Heavy sleeper, huh? I could tell you just a little bit more if you'd like.
Oh, more so
Okay.
yellow is there is new.
Okay. Yellow is not butter. Like I said, the victim fell from a room on the 5th floor. Curiously, though, the room he fell from was unoccupied. Technically, nobody should have been in there at all. Strange, right?
You're just sharing this with just some rando. Like, that feels unprofessional.
We haven't ID'd him yet, but he's a man in his mid-30s or so. Victim hit the ground pretty close to the hotel's entrance, so it caused quite a scene. A lot of the guests here are still roaming around downstairs, trying to figure out what's going on.
I wonder if that includes Emma and Professor Martin.
I know he's not going to look like this, but reading Professor Martin, and I'm just picturing like fucking Dr. Egad levels of
Sure.
zany professor with the swirly glasses.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows? Well, I think I'd said enough. Better get back to the crime scene. You all right now?
Yeah. Thanks.
Fantastic. Now, if you'll just put on these handcuffs.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Man, you Americans really have no sense of humor, huh?
Okay, so the voice is different. We're sitting in this space then. That's fine. Yeah, very funny. Is it really obvious I'm American?
And God forbid I'm supposed to figure what kind of accent.
I don't know
Beltry's
where we
supposed to have.
are. I don't think it was
No.
set geographically where we are.
Ohio. The greeting, not the state. Anyway, okay, no, not the announcer voice. Anyway, don't stay up too late, kid. Get some sleep. Sweet dreams.
Ohio gozaimasu.
What in Japan?
Get some sleep? After all that, impossible. It is ruined. Well, as long as I'm awake, I guess I might as well check out all the commotion downstairs. I wonder if Emma and Professor Martin are... Go too.
Yeah, I do really like these CG rendered environments.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Look at that moon. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man.
I love we get pixel art in the year of our Lord 2026.
Right?
It's nice.
Oh, goddamn.
So it's true, huh? Hey, is that... They all start from the crotch up, these shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's very... Hey, Emma.
Oh, Rafter, where have you been? Don't tell me you slipped through all of this.
Kind of a funny story about that, actually.
Oh, yeah? You did, didn't you? That's just like you.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. So, I guess someone really did die here.
Hey, were you looking at my ass earlier?
No,
Never mind.
I mean, I was also looking at the policeman's crotch earlier, so I guess I'm an equal opportunity lech.
Yeah. Just back there is where it all happened, I think. You can see the broken window if you look up at the 5th floor. Hard to tell from here, but it looks like they drew an outline on the street on the spot where they first found the body.
Wow. Can't believe it.
Pretty scary, right? I sort of wanted to get a closer look at the investigation, but the police are keeping people away from the scene.
You seem very calm
Oh.
about this.
Yeah, she's almost taking a professional interest in it.
Mhm.
Also, I'm enjoying the bit of a guitar in the background. So far, the soundtrack's doing some nice things.
Yeah, it's still very relaxed and easy. I'm waiting for the kind of like the one that I think of specifically is an Eye of the Somnium Files, where there's kind of like a thing you need to do, but it's not in the scene you're currently in, and the guitar is like doo-nee-nee-nee, doo-nee,
Yes.
Yeah. A closer look? You serious?
I know. It's morbid, but I can't help but be a little curious. Aren't you?
A little. Have you seen Professor Martin around?
Oh, yes. He was here just a second ago. I think he went to get more information from one of the police officers. I'm sure he just wants to make sure everything is safe. Oh, there he is over there.
I'll take the professor. Oh, sure. I wonder what they're talking about. I think he saw us.
I love their faces right now.
Yeah, everybody has a very wide, thin mouth when they're frowning. It's they're very much a physical embodiment of
Yeah, exactly. The fucking Minecraft villager noise.
Oh, hello, Rafter. I see you've finally woken up. Yeah. So, what's the situation here? Well, they didn't tell me much. They're saying there's no danger, that we should be cautious. I think they're just confused as the rest of us, frankly. This is some ghastly business, regardless. I must apologize that our trip would end in this way.
Oh, it's fine, Professor. It's not your fault. Besides, it'll be an interesting story to tell everyone back home.
She's really enjoying this, isn't she? Yes, well, I agree with the police that the safest place for us to be right now would be behind the locked doors of our rooms. I would suggest the two of you head back inside as soon as possible.
No, we will, Professor.
Yeah, our rooms are real safe, at least until the cops come knocking. We have an early day tomorrow. Remember that our train departs at 7:10 a.m. I know it'd be hard to sleep after all this commotion, but please try your best. I'll meet you both in the lobby at 6:30, okay? Sleep well now.
Good night.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep already.
Oh
Honk
God,
Shoe.
he also reminds me of an actor, but I can't think of who.
Snork me.
Professor? Professor! Oh my God, we have a second victim!
So there is a recent. It reminds me very specifically of, and I do not remember the actor name right now, which is embarrassing. There is a really camp movie called Lair of the White Worm, which is this big Scottish horror comedy about how there's this incarnation of like a Wirram, like with a Y, dragon demon that is been incarnated as this very sexy femme fatale lady that like invites all the victims to her boudoir, who she then snacks upon. And there are two very famous British actors who are essentially the protagonist and deuteragonist, who are like, my friend has described them both as they're dressed as modern day lesbians. But they are dressed as posh British people for the 1980s. And one of them, who is like the professor character, definitely this kind of style but younger. Hugh Grant is one of them, yes. Hugh Grant and Ken Russell.
I enjoy
Hugh
modern
Grant
day
and
lesbians specifically.
Hugh Grant and Peter Capaldi as like in his early 20s, and is startling what that man looks like.
It does feel like there should be something titled like, oh God, I'm thinking of that RPG Mutants in the Now of like lesbians in the modern day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's Peter Capaldi specifically. Let me see if I can get a URL that isn't ridiculously long with a bunch of shitty data on top.
Oh, having looked up Peter Capaldi, I see the comparison.
God, all of these URLs are complete ass. I love Google. They're still pretty bad. Give me a sec. Tumblr will save the day. Save me, Tumblr.
Oh wow, yeah, young Peter Capaldi.
Sure, fine.
Yes, yeah, I was looking at basically the same photo, just and yes, that is a really good comparison.
Yeah.
Side note, as you were talking about famous, you said like famous British actors, and I went down in trying to predict what you're going to say. Went down a rabbit hole that terminated at, I would really like to see a Sherlock Holmes-esque film where Helen Mirren is Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh.
I feel like getting. I feel like she could be pretty fun in that.
Yeah, they'd probably do some bullshit and she would be specifically Irene Adler, but like anything in that genre, in that oeuvre, would be fabulous. I agree.
Like she would definitely be cast typically as, she probably the woman who did it, but I think anyway.
Yeah, no, for real. Good night, Professor.
I guess it is getting late. Maybe we should go back inside.
I wanted to stare at the body some more.
Aha! Oh wait.
This might be the burly cop from earlier.
I kind of expect the burly cop is a little too embarrassed. I think it might be the Joker. What the hell, joking man?
The chief, yeah.
If it isn't our prime suspect, returning to the scene of the crime.
Yeah. Good girl.
Hey.
Oh, hello, detective.
Prime suspect? Detective? Excuse me?
It's a long story.
Oh, you just couldn't resist coming down here, could you? That kind of curiosity might get you in trouble someday. Detective? What's going on here? Is Rafter in trouble? Oh, no. We're just having a laugh, right, buddy?
Yeah, so funny.
Hooey, too funny. Well, I just came to check on the status of the investigation down here, so...
Hooey is specifically an American term. Where the fuck are we?
Ooh, I wonder if it's a thing of it's like, we, um, Rafter is out of place as an American, and also so is Dalty. What's his name?
I guess, is this like a Japanifornia, but like the UK in America? Like,
It does kind of look like the UK from the shape of the buildings.
like a Minnesota London or something, I don't know. London, Londianapolis or...
Oh, have you discovered anything new, Detective? Who's asking? Oh, my name's Emma. Rafter and I are both college students from America. I was just... curious? Yes, just curious. Not the killer. College students, huh? What are you studying? Oh, English literature. Really? Huh. Your friend here doesn't strike me as the type.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Detective.
Well, let's see. If you study literature, you must be pretty inquisitive, interested in human behavior, curious, resourceful, perhaps. I probably shouldn't, but... to be honest, we're about to wrap things up. We're pretty certain we found just about everything there is to find here. And yet, maybe it couldn't hurt if we took one last look around with some fresh eyes on the scene. So I tell you what, just over there is where the body was found. Don't worry, it isn't there anymore. Why don't you two take a quick look? I'll give you a few minutes and you let me know if you spot anything interesting. Deal? You're going to let us investigate the crime scene? Sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? Who knows? Maybe you'll see something we overlooked.
Who knows? What's worse could happen? Maybe you could tamper with evidence. What the fuck is wrong with you, Audrey?
Plus, let's just say I owe your friend a favor. Now, what do you think, Rafter? Seems like a rare opportunity. I think we should take it.
How is this acceptable police procedure? Are you sure this is okay? Oh, wait, Emma.
Looks like she's getting a head start. Come on, don't be so uptight. It's fine. Trust me. You'll have fun.
This guy's idea of fun is a little suspect, but can't deny I'm curious. You know what? Sure. Why not?
That's the spirit. I'll be right over there if you find anything or have any questions. Good luck.
Aha, a new scene. This is
Pixel Boys.
Let's see if we can find anything. So it's still entirely menu-based, which I've not actually played like a Famicom Detective Club game yet. I know that they got re-released in like, or remastered for Switch a couple years ago, and have been kind of like, ooh, tempting, but I've never pulled the trigger on one. But they are all like menu-based. You never really like move a cursor around or anything like that. Let's check the area. Oh, this is where the body was found. Right outside the hotel lobby. I've seen so many crime scenes on TV and in movies and stuff, but to be investigating one in real life is surreal.
The detective probably shouldn't be letting us do this, so let's make the most of this opportunity while we can.
All right. No, there is the opportunity to wiggle.
I was wondering.
There's a guy watching everything from his room on the second floor. He's not being very subtle about it either.
Oh, that's just creepy. I'm not sure I like being watched from above like that. I think he should mind his own business. This is a real crime scene, not some kind of show.
What do you think we're doing here? Weren't you doing the same thing just a few minutes ago?
Huh? No, not at all. I was just curious for the right reasons. And he's not.
So this style of like Maya Fey assistant works so much better for me when they are actually also capable of doing things and aren't just there to like add in wisecracks.
Yeah.
I think this officer is using a walkie-talkie. Yeah, no action at all here. Probably just a drunken accident. Oh, and he's up to his antics again. Yep, civilians. Even worse, they look like tourist. Why can't he just be normal? Say anything. I know we'll just all get in trouble for this if he gets out. God, how does a guy like him make detective anyway? Oh, this is humiliating. That's our guy. What about?
That's our guy.
So this is where the body landed, huh?
Yeah, right in between that lamppost and the bush. Should we take a closer look?
Yeah, sure. Let's just try to stay out of the way. Oh, there's broken glass. That's a surprisingly small amount of money. That's a surprisingly small amount of money, I was about to say, upon impact of the crime.
Ah, blood money.
It's Bloodborne that the currency is blood echoes, yes. Alright, let's see what we can find.
Of course, as a digital construct, I guess, actually, come to think of it, Castor, how corporeal are you?
Since the branding changed, pretty corporeal.
Okay, but I know your ass does not have blood, so
No.
it must. No wonder you're like, ooh, money.
I could sell this. Type O negative? That's rare or really common. I don't remember which.
Ah, yes, the gotcha of blood.
Oh man. I initially read that as a "oh man," which is not the read.
Oh man.
Do you see this, Emma? That must be a blood stain.
Yeah. How awful.
Looks like most of it is centered around his lower torso. Man, you're going to be sick.
His lower torso. That's interesting.
You'd expect it to be from his head under most instances, but I guess if he hit the curb first, his back would have broke first. If he was probably shot and fell out, but I would still expect more blood than this. How so?
Well, he died from a fall, right? Why would he be bleeding from his stomach?
That's a really good point, actually. We should ask the detective about that. I also want to go and look at the glass. Oh, okay, that was apparently the key thing to find.
How's the search going?
And we have new stuff. Oh, interesting. So we have a general speak to, and then we can choose the topic. And then
I wonder if
discuss?
speak to. Oh, huh. Okay,
Speak to
so
nobody.
I guess speak to is changing kind of who the focus is, and then use talk to change who you are.
Oh, you can
You get what I'm
end
trying to
the
say.
conversation to do this. I see. Right, I see. So we can change if there's multiple people in the scene, we can rotate, but there's only one.
Exactly.
I see.
That's what I was trying to say.
And discuss highlights. Oh, we don't have think because we have Emma right now to bounce ideas off of.
I see.
I don't
can't
need to think. A woman is here.
I can't think with there's a woman around. You noticed that too. The body had a number of cuts, some of them pretty deep. We found blood on pieces of the broken window in the hotel room, so... The glass, that's right. Still, it's a good catch. I didn't mention the cuts before, so I can tell you're really thinking things through. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. We will.
It's just here to have a good time, apparently. Do we want to learn more about Daltrey? Any of these? I mean, yes, we could go through them all, but is there any particular preference, Rafi?
I think Daltrey is an interesting one to pick. You want to know about me?
Yeah, what are your 3 sizes?
Oh, sure, let's see. I'm 36, single, have been married once.
I mean, you're only a year older than me.
I finished 4th in my class at Galloway University with a major in criminal justice and a minor in theater performance, hence why I'm like this.
Yes.
And
Uh-oh, I didn't expect his life story.
You seem disinterested. Too much information?
A fun thing I learned literally today, the difference between disinterested and uninterested. Where disinterested is specifically having an entirely neutral view on something. So if you're disinterested, you're impartial to the information you've heard, where uninterested is I don't care.
Sort of like amoral versus immoral? If you're wondering why I'm letting you investigate, well, let's just say I like to rely on my instincts over procedure. My bosses don't like it, but they can't argue when I get results. And I have a good feeling you two will find something.
So I guess there's more
Plus,
to visibly investigate.
unpaid labor.
True. All right, who's the victim?
We still don't know too much about him. Just that he's a man in his mid-30s or so.
So Speak To just pulls somebody to the forefront, and then you can continue to even look around if you want. But saying nobody is like, and now go away, go back to where you were.
I guess if you just want to kind of have an open scene by default.
I think looking in the bush is probably pretty relevant. Oh, can we look at him?
Oh? Is there something on my face?
That's funny. I wasn't expecting that.
That is funny. Clearly, you should be able to. There should be different lines depending on what you touch, considering how you touched his like solar plexus. It should be like.
Oh yes, I open palm blasted him across.
No, you just unbutton his top a little bit.
Well, it's very unprofessional for him to have his top button undone like that at this hour. What do you think you're doing? You're on the clock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mind your way. Excuse me.
Oh, right. Yes. It's a shame he just missed this bush. I wonder if it would have broken his fall.
From that high up? I don't think so, Rafter. This isn't a movie.
I don't know. The bush looks pretty thick to me. It still feels like there's way too little blood down here. Like, the room itself has to be coated. Like, what happened? Or he was dead for a while and then pushed out?
I wonder... I mean, I guess we do see glass shards. It's like, where is the blood on the glass? It feels like there should be blood on, like, is it stuck in his body?
Maybe.
Hold on. I think I see something in the bush. Rafter, let's take a look a little closer.
Ooh, determined. Yeah, I think she's right. Let's take a look. Is that a wallet?
That's what it looks like. Quick, let's tell the detective, Rafter.
Love every mystery video game ever that has a little like intrigue jingle. Ooh.
Yeah, agreed. Getting a creepy little intrigue jingle always so fucking good. And that was a pretty good one too.
Okay, let's talk to Deltry. So we're gonna speak to Deltry and just summon him from the ether. And then we're gonna talk specifically about the wallet.
Wallet in the bush? Hold on a second.
I love that there's a unique sprite for that. That's so funny.
Oh, would you look at that? Good eyes, you two. This could very well be a huge piece of evidence.
You didn't touch it, did you? Because if your fingerprints are on it, I will have to handcuff you.
You think it belonged to the victim? Or maybe the killer? Well, there is an ID in it, but I'm afraid I can't tell you who it belongs to. It'd be against protocol.
Oh, so now he cares about protocol? That's me all getting inner thoughts that are snarky. Good.
Oh, well, all right. I understand, Detective. Man, I just feel like a jerk. All right, how about this? I may not be able to tell you directly who this wallet belongs to, but if you just happen to guess the identity of its owner, maybe I could tell you if you're on the right track. But, detective, how could he possibly guess that correctly? It could be anybody. Listen, being a detective is about much more than merely collecting evidence.
Sometimes you need to press the B button to open the combine evidence menu.
Sometimes you need to take that evidence and make a deduction. Look around the scene. Talk to some of the other officers. See if you can narrow down a list of suspects. And tell me what you think. Ah, yes, but be warned. I won't be going easy on you. If you guess incorrectly, it's game over.
Game over? What does that mean?
Okay, you ready? Have fun. When you think you know who the wallet belongs to, just talk with me about him in the same way you talk to me about anything.
Uh-huh.
He's testing us, Rafter. Come on, let's see if we can figure this out.
Question for both you and chat. Do you prefer it when a video game breaks the fourth wall and says stuff like a character says like press the B button? Or do you prefer it when they refuse to break out of the fact that they're in fiction and just kind of talk around the idea of the thing that you're supposed to do button-wise?
In both cases, I think it can be handled well, and I think it can be handled poorly. I'd say I enjoy when games will talk around it. Like, I thought this, this was a little cute. And also kind of like not a crazy thing for him to say. Times where you get the whole like, X button, what does that mean?
Yes.
It is, I'd say it can be funny once, but I think if a game needs to throw a lot of like tutorial text at you, it's good to just kind of get it all out of the way.
Just have an out-of-universe text box that tells you, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Either works for you and flexible, for sure. I do find it charming when in-character dialogue is just like, press the B button, and they're just like, nobody here cares, nobody's responding to that at all. It's just a normal thing for somebody, a human, to say to you. That's actually quite charming in its own way. Especially if it's like a voice-acted thing, because so many video games now specifically are like fully voiced, especially if they're like action games. Isn't that recently when the Game Awards were like near the end of last year and people were taking the piss out of that by doing like a Ultra HD like Super Mario like clip where he's mumbling to himself and Peach is on comms and
yes.
And Peach is like, oh, and look out for the red coins. You might get a special reward for me if you find them. And I'm like, I know that that's taking the piss of video games that do that. I think that's really charming. Just in this world, like the man in the chair is just so invested that you find all of the collectibles for no reason. Anyway, let's
I wonder if you will, if you can talk to the cops individually.
Oh, it's Loda, sure.
Hey, you! What are you two doing here? This area's off limits. Leave now, or else I'm bringing you downtown.
You again? Calm down. Your boss said we could help investigate.
You expect me to believe Detective Daltrey would allow civilians into an active crime scene? Well, I do believe it. That sure sounds like something he'd do. My apologies.
You're supposed to be helping to... I thought you were supposed to be helping investigate the hotel room. Why are you back down here?
Told me they didn't need me, so they sent me back down. But it's okay. I'm ready to help, no matter where I'm told to be.
I'm getting the sense that this guy's presence isn't wanted in either location.
Can I help you with anything? Or...
Okay.
From what I was told, the crime was reported very shortly after it happened. Someone in the hotel heard the glass shatter and called us right away, after they looked out the window and saw a body. Station's right down the street, so we got here pretty quick. Nobody's been on the scene but us. We don't know anything about the victim yet. Wasn't carrying any form of ID, no wallet or anything. Pretty strange.
As in, well, the wallet is new evidence, right? So it could still feasibly be his because the wallet wasn't on his person when they retrieved the body.
Yeah.
Detective Daltrey is my hero. I don't care what the other officers say. They got him all wrong. So what if he doesn't always do things by the book? He's always looking out for people. There's nobody on Earth with a bigger heart.
So, with this game, it's feasibly a period piece. We don't know when this is. But depending on the era, when they say he doesn't always do things by the book, in regards to a police officer, could either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on when this is set.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, how much of this is kind of enhanced interrogation bullshit? Someday, I hope to work my way up to detective so I can solve crimes and help people just like him.
Because you're not helping people now, assumedly.
What do you think, huh? You think I have what it takes to be a detective?
Yeah, sure, man.
Thank you, sir. I'll do my best. What's this about a wallet in the bush? Huh. That's weird. Huh? Why is that weird? Oh, well, I was gonna check the bush before, but I was told it was already checked and that nothing was found. I have a hard time believing Detective Daltrey would miss something like that. He's very observant, you know.
So it was put in after.
Is that Daltrey's wallet?
Possibly.
I do think that is legitimately a possibility.
Like it fell out of his pocket when he was searching the bush, yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So they checked the bush earlier but didn't find the wallet. Does that mean it wound up in there after the investigation already started?
Oh, hold on a second. What's tab? Okay, so tab is log. Already checked and nothing was found. Detective Daltrey would miss something like that. Very observant. So like, because what I would then want to know is who checked the bush. And it sounds like Detective Daltrey, but I'm sure we can ask him that before we conclude. That's all the topics we have on this guy. Check this man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nothing. Speak to nobody. Go away.
Stay out of trouble, okay?
Check this man. Looks like he's investigating the spot where they found the body. No, he doesn't have more to say about that, apparently. How about you up there? Watching the scene from the window.
Can you use your mouse to pick things, or do you
I
have
can. Whoops.
Figured that might be easier for you.
It's so, because it's so kind of like, this is a DS game. We have a D-pad. But yes, true. On top of that, get this, it happened again. You know, it's the second time this month he's lost it at a crime scene. Yeah, okay, we know where it is then. He's such a mess. Huh. I wonder what he's talking about.
Could be anything.
It could be anything. Alright. Oh, and we can right click to back out as well. So I can do this all by mouse then, that's fine.
How's the search going?
So check is looking around. Do that. Oh, loader is new.
Indeed. Officer Loader.
No.
You tell me you think it's his wallet?
Oh god, I was expecting that to be entirely into immediately like, and you got it wrong, die.
So you think this is my wallet?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that answer is correct. Wow, I can't believe you figured it out. See, I always keep my wallet in the left pocket of my jacket, but a few weeks ago I tore a hole in it. Sometimes when I'm in the middle of an investigation, muscle memory takes over and I forget about the hole, so guess it fell out while I was checking the bush earlier. Ah, don't give me that look. Haven't you ever dropped something by accident?
Here's a lot of posers. Not while investigating a crime scene.
All right, all right. I recognize this seems pretty unprofessional, but I assure you, I really am good at my job. I'm just a bit clumsy and all. Well, Detective, I'm glad we helped you find your wallet.
Good expression. Love it.
Yeah. Yes, thank you both very much. I'd give you a tip for this, but sadly I'm not carrying any cash.
How convenient. With this resolved, do you want to go and take a very brief break? Stretch and hydration?
Sure, yeah, that sounds fine.
All right. A little earlier than normal. We're just going to go and take a quick break, and then when we return, more of this guy who would be so much more charming if he was not actually a cop back in 5. All right, we are back. We are refreshed. Hi, Amy. Sorry you caught us on our ad break, but welcome. How's it going? Okay, I guess we've done everything that we need to now. Is there anything else to do with this guy?
We could still talk about Loader and
True.
my apologies again for the mix-up earlier. Officer Loader may not be the brightest bulb, but you can't deny he's got spirit.
Yeah, spirit's one word. Because I guess we've explored everything now.
Yeah, maybe
Aside
it's discuss.
Yes, true.
Well, I'm disappointed the wallet wasn't real evidence. But at least we helped the detective with something.
How much you want to bet he only asked us to help investigate so he'd have more people around to help him find it?
You're probably right.
Oh, we're getting more background atmos than normal.
Ah, here, let me... Okay. I put noise suppression back on.
No worries. Just so the other folks in the bird nest aren't being observed.
Indeed.
Oh sure, Amy. Yeah. I drew this like alternate costume for a Pokemon event a couple years ago, but it's my dapperest form that I've drawn so far, so I like using it for the mystery streams. That wasn't really so much of a direction of what to do next, huh?
Not really.
We don't really have a leave. Let's find out about the blood one more time. We got some broken window, sure. And the kill. Oh, have we asked about the killer? We haven't asked about the killer.
I don't think so. Unfortunately, we don't have any evidence or witnesses pointing to a culprit. Assuming there is one, of course.
Else. I want to know more about the hotel room more than out here, but
Yeah.
oh, cool. Okay.
Detective, I think we just found something really important. Oh, is that right? Excuse me a minute. Wonder what that was all about. Oh! As much as I appreciate your help, I think you two had better go back to your rooms now. Did you find something important, Detective? Oh, nothing much. I just think you guys should go before it gets back to my boss that I let Taurus investigate a crime scene. Oh, shoot. Just when we were starting to find some things.
Huh. He didn't seem to care too much about that before. I wonder what changed his mind. Well, that's all right, Detective. Thanks for letting us take a look around.
Anytime. Well, Probably not anytime. In fact, more likely never again. You two are naturals, I can tell. Just remember. As fun as investigating can be, this line of work is serious business. When you're looking for the truth, well, you may not always like what you find.
Is he trying to give us profound advice, or is he just making excuses about Wally?
Don't let that stop you. A true investigator will stop at nothing until the truth is revealed, no matter what. Understood? Understood, Detective. Have a good night, you two. I hope you enjoyed your time in Vendreka. Excluding this whole mess, of course.
Fantasy country, sure, fine.
Pretty American cop cars. And pretty American cop outfits. Ah, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, at least about as fun as investigating someone's death can be.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be so nonchalant. It's pretty scary and sad.
We should go back inside. It's almost midnight.
Yeah, we should. I'll see you tomorrow, Rafter. Good night.
Night, Emma. I wonder when we were woken up then. Well, I've had enough of playing detective for one. Time for bed. Still not very tired though. Man, I'm never gonna get to sleep. Oh, not dressed like that. Change into pajamas.
Get under the sheets.
A knock? Oh, no, not again.
Rafter? Rafter, are you awake?
Emma? Yeah, hang on one second. Check door.
Hi, Rafter. I'm sorry to bother you so late. It's just, I can't sleep. I keep thinking about what happened.
Yeah, me too. I need to take my mind off it somehow.
Well, how about we talk about something else for a bit then? Well, have you thought about what you're going to write your term paper about yet?
Police procedurals, actually, so, I think this is, I guess it's a 3D rendering. It's very PlayStation 1 style rendering, so it's not like, but it's definitely trying to be photorealistic. I think we've not come across anything so far that would suggest that this game isn't very grounded. All of this feels very plausible so far, aside from letting two 19, 20-year-olds check a
Yeah,
crime
personalities notwithstanding.
scene. Oh, yeah. Okay. The main character looks superimposed on the bed. Yes, very much so. The pixel art is quite boldly outstanding from the backgrounds. I guess it's to make it easier to check what things you can click on. The Vendrekan Revolution's effect on contemporary Vendrekan literature. I mean, that makes sense, considering we are English majors.
That could be interesting. What writers are you going to focus on?
Oh, that's, there's so many good ones, I don't want to leave any out, you know?
No, be specific.
Lord Rains?
You know, you could just tell me if you have no ideas. I'm not going to judge you much. Listen, Rafter, as your tutor, yes, I'm as surprised as you are that that's our relationship. I have a responsibility to ensure you take this assignment seriously. Not to mention, I vouched for you when Martin was on the fence about letting you come on this trip. He usually only accepts seniors for directed study, remember?
Yeah, I know. I wish she'd stop calling herself my tutor. It's so embarrassing.
So please, think about it. I can help you with it too if you'd like.
I'm still trying to settle. It is a degree of me trying to do an American accent I can maintain, but doing the voice down here is maybe a little too, how I would say, like, vocal delivery dark for him. Like, it feels like it should be up a little bit if he's younger, but that's also slightly harder for me to maintain. At least maintain the accent. I don't know. We'll see what we can manage.
I feel like this. I feel like you could take it a little lower, since it feels more like, you know, probably 16, 17. But actually, maybe, come to think of it, probably more like college.
Yeah. So what? We're sitting down here for the most part then.
I think that makes sense.
Okay, fine. I suppose compared to most of the characters I've voiced with an American accent on these have been like teenagers or younger. So this feels like it's too deep for them, but I guess as an adult it makes sense that they would sound within this range. We've done so many Pokemon trainer and LAN equivalents. That's just what I think an average American sounds like now.
Yeah.
I've been voicing Kieran for too long, and now the Abyss is gazing back at me.
Hi, I'm an average American.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Trust me. I plan on gathering my thoughts once we get on the train tomorrow.
Great. I believe in you.
Yeah, a big thing that I've been intending to do for like 2 years and still haven't managed to do is record a new voice reel. I've not done much in the realms of voice acting work for quite a while, because I've actively not been like putting myself out there. Occasionally I get approached by people who've worked with me before, but that obviously doesn't pay as well as actively going and applying for shit.
Sure.
And it's a lot easier to apply for shit if I can actually have a reel that I can deliver with my current range and current setup. But there's something about the kind of like deciding what voices should be on it and what those snippets should be for me to read are that has me like, oh, it needs to be perfect, and if it's not perfect I won't do it. ADHD looking ass. So I really need to kind of commit to that and decide on what vocal tones I think are my strongest. And I know in that reel I need to give one American one, because those are just going to be jobs that come up all the time. They're going to be jobs where people want my Tombra voice but don't want a British accent, and I need to be able to give them something. But I guess the kind of American accent that I do is also one that is not very real. It is definitely one that only exists in cartoons, but maybe that's what people would want. I don't know.
It's like, it's interesting because I would figure if people are hunting you down, I would be surprised if they were like, we want you, please don't use your existing accent. You know how famously people hate listening to British accents.
It's surprising though. A lot of the British voice actors I know tend to give a number of different regional British accents in their reel. And I can't do that, actually. Aside from Cockney, because I grew up in that part of London, so I've been exposed to that well enough where I can do it without thinking. I couldn't do, even though I've lived in Manchester now for basically a decade, in about 4 weeks, I couldn't give you a Manchester accent off the dome. Although I apparently don't sound like a Londoner anymore, so maybe my accent has wiggled a little bit more in a northern direction in a way that I can't detect because it's been so gradual. But apparently I don't sound like a Londoner anymore. But yeah, I couldn't do a Scottish accent or a Welsh one or something like that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Where there are a couple of people who specifically make a point of being like, I am a character actor that can do any British accent. And I'm like, that's fucking impressive. I'm sure if you asked,
pretty wide, yeah.
I'm sure if you asked the Scots if that Scots accent was good, they would be like, absolutely not. But well enough to make an American go like, that sounds plausible.
Low bar to clear, but yes.
It happens the other way around. There is a mobile game that I tried for like 2 hours on release, because part of its selling was that, oh, there's an illustrious visual novel there that's fully voice acted and it's set in London. And I'm like, oh wow, That's really cool. Would love to hear what they like setting like things in 1960s London and what those characters sound like. They must have hired a bunch of English voice actors. No, they fucking didn't. They got a bunch of American actors to do their best British accents, and I could put up with it for 2 hours, and then was like, I can't. If the entire game sounds like this, I'm going to scream and then uninstall the game.
God.
Apparently the game is good, but I can't listen to it. I just can't.
Yeah. Oof. Wow. I'm so looking forward to this. I never imagined I'd get to travel on a luxury train. We'll be riding for 3 whole days. Feels so romantic, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. It would have been a lot faster to just fly out of Vendreka back to London, but
Oh, but trains are much more charming. We'll get to travel straight through the European countryside. Okay, so this is in Europe. This makes sense.
An important question. Does this exist during... Well, those cop cars were pretty modern looking. So maybe the Eurostar exists, and so the Channel Tunnel exists, which is quite a 90s thing. It's relatively recent.
Looking at the TV and what I'm guessing is a VCR player down there, this could very well be the 90s. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to check when the Channel Tunnel is.
Don't worry, you're giving me time to nail down what I want to.
Earlier than I thought, in 1988. So
okay.
Then yes, this would be feasible if this was the late 80s, early 90s. Because otherwise, we're taking a train to the UK. How? How are you taking that train over the water? Explain to me. It still wows me how a lot of the cars in Europe are smaller than in America. I assume the reverse is true. Yes, this is true. Although with the advent of electric cars, which are just built bigger, there are a lot more larger cars just in the UK. Unfortunately, it means that a lot of things like parking spaces and things like that are equipped for our average smaller size of cars. A lot of modern cars now struggle with them, which is a weird new problem to have.
The once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Rafter. We're so lucky Martin has connections even.
You sound so excited.
I am. Aren't you? Come on, even just a little.
Oh, sure. I don't really like flying anyway. One flight from London back to New York is fine with me.
I'm just sad that the trip is already over, you know? Vendreka is so beautiful. Martin's lucky he got to grow up here.
Oh, we can just go to bed now, sure. I want to learn about Martin. You think Martin already went back to sleep?
Oh, definitely. He doesn't like to stay up late. I shouldn't tell you this, but one semester, the school rescheduled his film class to Wednesday night. It was a 3-hour class, so it didn't end until 10. After a screening of some really long war movie from the 30s, we all sat there waiting for him to turn on the lights, but he was asleep.
Oh no. Was the movie that boring?
Oh no, the movie was fascinating. But when it's past your bedtime and you've seen it 100 times, well...
That's so funny. I can't even imagine it. He's usually so intimidating. Yes.
You think so? I don't know. He's not so bad when you get to know him.
Oh, and we can... Well, let's not talk about the murder. Or do we want to? I feel that the whole point of this is to not...
I feel like it makes sense to, you talk around it until there's nothing left to talk about, and then it's like, all right. I was hoping we could talk about something.
Oop. Did we lose you, Rafi? I can't hear you. Oh, I'm not getting audio input from Rafi anymore. Well, it's fine. I can fill in the gaps. Sure. In chat, Rafi's like, whoa. Okay. Well, in the meantime then, it isn't that I'm not still curious about the case. It's just I'll never get to sleep if I keep thinking about it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Yes, Discord just had an oopsie moment, I believe.
Oh, Discord. Constant.
Oh, Discord. Living up to its name, am I right?
Anyway, Z's. I'm feeling pretty sleepy. All right, let's go to bed.
Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna try to get some sleep again. Thanks for talking with me, Rafter. I think I feel better now.
Yeah, me too. Good night, Emma. See you tomorrow.
Night, Rafter.
That night, a second murder occurred. Oh, I was kidding. Please. Please don't actually. I'm so sorry this happened. But we must still go through with the plan.
I don't know if I can.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice. You must be on the train tomorrow. I'd die too. Chapter 1, clear. Oh, did we get an OP? Love a resolution reduced FMV.
Yeah. Oh, the audio cut on it again.
Yep, let me get back.
Not yet. I'm just going to assume it sounded really good.
It was a very low vibe bass guitar and harp situation. Mysterious.
Okay, I just had to leave the stream and come back, I think.
Love our pre-rendered train.
Of course.
Love our fit. What's this Apple t-shirt? You know, Emma's right. This is kind of nice. Very cozy. We don't have anything like this in America. And if we did, I'm sure I couldn't. Shame. I mean, I guess train travel was pretty unpopular by the late 80s, early 90s in the US.
Oh, the idea of train travel in the US. Unfortunately, this country is way too car-pilled. Train travel is extremely limited in possibility here.
It's like within cities mostly, not cross state or anything.
Broadly, yeah, and like there is some cross-state train travel, but you're really not going to be getting a lot that's like multi-day.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna kick back these next few days, enjoy the ride, and think about the term paper. Ugh, what should I even write about? If Emma's thinking the same thing. No, knowing her, she probably has a whole essay outline. And I'm gonna need to catch up. Maybe I should start brainstorming some ideas. The trick is to give yourself about an hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to do a little bit at a time to make it feel less overwhelmed. That's how I am currently finishing my book manuscript.
Oh, wow, what a little drop of a project teaser.
Oh, you know I'm working on City of Vespers, everybody knows.
Oh, that book. Yes, okay. It's so funny. I guess I hear book and I think novel.
Oh, no, I'm not yet. Maybe one day.
Yes. Raptor, can I come in?
No, fuck off. Oh, hey, Emma. Yeah, the door's open. What's up?
Well, you really guessed poorly as what the dialogue was going to be. Jeez. Okay.
Oh, She does not look happy. Hey, is everything all right?
Rafter, something very strange is going on. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but will you listen to me for a minute? I need to make sure I'm not crazy.
I love the boombox on the table. I know that you're
Right.
currently upset and worried, but look at that boombox. Is it mine?
I really like the idea of this character going, is that mine?
I've played too many games that have like time loops and bits and pieces like that where like, oh, I don't know if this is a thing I own is such a common piece of dialogue. But yes. Yeah, of course. What's on your mind?
Okay, let me just start at the beginning. After we departed, I decided to get up and take a look around.
Yeah.
Eventually, I made my way to the observation car in the back of the train because I wanted to check out the outdoor platform. I stood outside for a bit to get some fresh air. I thought I was alone, but then I heard something. There was a woman behind me, sitting by herself in one of the seats. She looked like she'd been crying. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you.
No, that's all right. Sorry if I startled you.
I know it's none of my business, but seeing her like that, I just wanted to help somehow. I asked her if she was okay, and we got to talking a bit. Seemed to calm her down a little, so I offered to buy her a drink in the lounge car. She was really very nice, but she seemed troubled, like something was on her mind.
We still have not seen her eyes, and I am concerned.
Yeah, she could have them Shinigami eyes. She wouldn't be specific, and I wanted to respect her privacy, but she was so apologetic. There's one thing she said to me.
You're a very nice girl, but I really don't deserve your kindness.
Ooh, that earring, is that the ring? Is that earring the ring that shows up in the logo?
I assumed it was a wedding ring, but it might be an earring. We'll see.
It made me very sad for someone to feel that way. We were probably in the lounge car for half an hour or so. Then I didn't sleep much last night, and I was starting to feel really tired, so I told her I was going to take a nap, but that we should meet up in the same spot for lunch later. She agreed, and I left.
So, did you meet up for lunch?
No, Rafter. That's the problem. I can't find her.
Hence why we haven't seen her face. She may be disguised. What do you mean?
I went back to the lounge car around noon. She wasn't there. I waited a few minutes, but this is the weird thing. I asked the bartender if he had seen her, and he said no.
So, she never came back?
No, I mean, he said he never saw her at all. He told me that when I came to the lounge car earlier, I was alone.
What?
I argued with him for a bit, but he was insistent. I said there must be some mistake, but
Okay, well, was there anyone else who saw you with this woman?
well, there were 3 other people in the lounge car while we were talking. An old man and 2 men wearing polos. They weren't there when I went back, but there was also that strange couple. When the 2 of us were going from the observation car to the lounge car, we passed a cabin as a man and a woman were coming out. I swear they gave us the funniest look.
When a man is 5'9" and his girlfriend is 6 foot, it's very...
I went back to their cabin and asked them if they'd seen her, and the woman told me the same thing as the bartender. It's like she never existed at all.
I don't mean to sound skeptical, but you're sure you met this woman? It wasn't just a vivid dream or something?
Rafter,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to doubt you. It's just, well, this is all very strange.
No, it's okay. I know it sounds crazy, but Rafter, I know that I met this woman. She's real. I don't know why everyone's claiming she isn't, but I'm really worried about her. She didn't just seem upset. She seemed frightened. I can't explain it. It was just a look she gave me. What if something happened to her?
Okay, let's not panic here. I'm sure this is all just a misunderstanding. How about you and I go and look around a bit and see if we can find her?
Could we? Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you with this.
Not a problem. We should also look for those people you were with in the lounge car. Maybe we could talk to that couple again and anyone else who might have seen you together. Don't worry, Emma. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Rafter. All right, we have no time to lose. How about we start with the lounge car and see if any of those men came back?
Sounds good to me. I'd like to have a word with that bartender, too. Oh, and this woman, did you happen to get her name? What does she look like?
Her name... Oh, shoot. Why can't I remember? My memory's fuzzy for some reason. Thought it began with an A, but... She was tall, with dark hair. She was wearing a gray coat and a dress, maybe in her late 20s, early 30s. I'm sorry, that's all that comes to mind.
All right, well, that's the start. Let's see what we can find out. Go to.
Oh, wait, before we go, do you have your notepad? You should take it with you, just in case we learn anything important. Or if you get any ideas for your paper while we're out and about.
Even now, still thinking about the term paper. Okay, I'll bring it. Note added. Missing WOM. Okay. My friend and the other student on Martin's directed study trip to Vendreka. She's near graduating senior, about 1 year older than me. I met her my freshman year, when my English professor encouraged me to go to the writing center for help on an essay I was working. Emma was a student volunteer assigned to read my writing and offer feedback. I never considered myself a good writer, but she really believed in me, and my grade improved dramatically after I started following her advice. It's probably not an exaggeration to say it's because of her that I ended up majoring in English literature. Anyway, we've been friends ever since, and she still sort of acts like she's my teacher, which is a little irritating. Sure. What is Vendreka? How the fuck in Europe is that supposed to be? I guess it's near Italy. A small English-speaking European country. Emma and I came to Vendreka as part of a directed study program under Professor Martin, focused on 20th century Vendraken literature. A period of Vendraken history in which Vendraken revolutionaries fought for independence against their occupying country. I see, it's been split. Is this like a Czech Republic kind of thing, maybe?
It does feel like it's trying to be very Central European.
It ended about 40 years ago, but the effects of it are still deeply felt. Missing more. A woman Emma says she met shortly after the train departed. Nobody's seen her since, and strangely nobody seems to remember her being on the train except for Emma. Emma described her as being in her late 20s or early 30s, dark hair, wearing a grey coat and a dress. Emma doesn't remember her name, but she thinks it began with A. Emma also said the woman seemed uneasy, that she didn't deserve Emma's kindness. Less understandably, has Emma kind of freaked out. What's going on here? And let's go and follow up on that hydrate thing. Thank you. Water. Okay, thank you. Yes, the professor. Mine and Emma's professor. He's leading this directed study trip to Vendreka. Martin is originally from Vendrake, but he moved out west following the Vendraken Revolution about 40 years ago, eventually landing in America as an English literature professor. He has a reputation for being very strict and kind of demanding. A lot of students take it as a personal challenge to try and impress him with their writing, but you actually do. Emma's one of them, and I'm trying to be another. I haven't known him for very long, but Emma studied with him for a couple of years. She swears by him, and I get the sense that he really values her as a pupil, but me, not so much. Witnesses. According to Emma, there are a number of people who have witnessed the missing woman. First, there's the bartender in the lounge car who served drinks to both Emma and the woman. He claims that Emma ordered the drinks alone and that there was nobody else with her. Next, there was the couple that Emma and the woman ran into on their way to the lounge car that Emma says looked at them kind of funny. Emma spoke to them after realizing the woman was missing, and they, like the bartender, claimed there was no other woman. Finally, there are 3 other potential witnesses who Emma hasn't had the chance to talk to yet. Two men wearing polos and an old man. Emma says that they were in the lounge car at the same time as her and the woman, but she hasn't found them to ask about it. On this study trip, Emma and I came to Vendrake as part of a study abroad program under Professor Martin to learn about 20th century Vendraken literature. Kind of a niche subject, but it's been interesting learning about such an unfamiliar culture. Martin was invited back to his home country by an old friend, a Vendraken senator named Gordon. I think it was Emma's idea to turn it into a study abroad trip, but I don't really. I also, the way that I read senator there was very British. I'm trying my best to see if I can read an entire par and maintain accents. Fucking hard. If I'm being honest, I don't think that I belong on this trip, but Emma really wanted me to come. I didn't want to disappoint her by saying no, but frankly, I feel a bit out of my depth with this subject, and I'm a little concerned my term paper is going to be a disaster. I'm trying my best, but I get the sense that Martin doesn't think I should have come either. Okay. We don't need to. Let's go. Lounge call.
Click, click, click.
Oh, it's the detective.
A familiar face indeed.
Not a lot of people here, huh? Nice sofa.
Yeah, I don't recognize anyone.
Let's ask around. Maybe somebody here knows something. It sure looks pretty comfy in here. I'm surprised there's so few people around. No, let's talk to the big man first. Wait a second. Is that...
Well. It isn't my favorite murder suspect. Fancy meeting you here.
Detective Daltrey, what are you doing here?
Hey now, that's no way to greet an old friend, is it? And how are you doing, young lady? Oh, I'm... okay. But, detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you're still in the middle of the case.
As usual, nobody's happy to see me. That's okay, no hard feelings. Let's just say I boarded this train on a hunch. I'm still investigating the case from last night, you know. We came into some new evidence and, pointed you to this train? Wait, don't tell me. Is the killer on board? Whoa, easy now. I'm not saying that. Granted, I'm not saying that, but no, that's not specifically why I'm here. We have reason to believe there's a connection between this train and the case. So, rather than let opportunity pass me by, here I am. Hey, Rafter, you don't think the woman I met has something to do with Daltrey's case, do you?
No. Ken has to ask him. Can't hurt to ask him about it, though. Hey, detective, what else have you learned about the case?
I really can't tell you much. Things have gotten a bit complicated. Oh. Guess I could at least talk about the things we've announced publicly. Well, alright. I'll at least tell you this. We ID'd the victim overnight. Turns out he was a Ganbrickian immigrant named Otto Keller. As far as we can tell, he was nobody special. Just one of thousands of immigrants among the population. No criminal record, nothing suspicious.
A Gambrickian immigrant named Otto Keller. Oh, no. This just brings up the list of things. I was kind of wondering if we had the ability to
conversation
present.
topics.
No. This is just the ability to visit it. Okay, cool. We also can summon it with the EP. Okay.
There we go.
Gambrika, tell me. So, Otto Keller was an immigrant from Gambrika. Whoops.
That's right. You know about Gambrika, right? Of course we do. It's an important part of what we are studying. Vendreka and Gambrika used to be one country, which for decades was under military occupation. At the end of the Vendrekan Revolution, the country was split between the East and West.
I see.
The West side gained its independence as Vendreka, and the East side remains under occupation as Gambrika to this day. Well, you really know your stuff. It's definitely, I enjoy the socio-political bent, but also having recently played Ace Attorney Investigations, it is imaginary
shoes.
Central European country that recently split into is a little, it's a strong echo, shall we say.
I don't actually know the nationality of the team that made this game, actually. A thing to look up later. But yeah, no,
do
it
you
may
think
be
they're from Vendreka or Gambrika?
Damn, the video games that are coming out of Gambrika these days is...
Yeah, the Dendy 2 goes crazy.
No, yeah, I it's interesting because the whole East-West Germany thing is so much before fucking big televisions and boom boxes like we've currently seen. So it's definitely kind of like an anachronistic piece of European history if they're kind of making that. Well, they did say 40 years ago, but again, it still feels. No, so if this is set in the 90s and 40 years ago, it would have been closer to the kind of time that we're thinking about. But okay.
Victim was again Gambrikan immigrant named Otto Keller.
Sure.
I wasn't going to tell you this, but I feel like I owe you an explanation for why I kicked you off the scene last night. Right before I asked you to leave, we found something on the street that changed the tone of our investigation significantly. Bullet casing, a small bullet. Ooh, who could have guessed? A bullet. Does that mean? And upon closer examination of the window fragments, we determined a gunshot is what likely shattered the glass.
You saying bullet casing and him saying bullet are two interesting, different things.
True, it does mean that the bullet was not shot outside the so it was probably shot from within that hotel room, and then the bullet, went outside.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Of course.
If it went through him and hit outside, considering he's on the 5th floor, even with drop off, that bullet would have landed, if it went through him, quite far away. Or at least I would assume it would do if it was kind of going in a linear line from where it was fired out of a window. So maybe it's more it lodged in him and dislodged on impact if they were able to find it close by.
Interesting.
We haven't seen the body, but that would be a thing I would want to look at. It also lines up with the fact that there was not that much blood outside, which still seems very strange to me.
No gun was found at the scene, so there must have been someone else in the hotel room that night. Hard to say for sure what happened in there. All we know is that the victim, Otto, didn't make it out alive, and somebody else got away.
Freezing says, man, I hope this game is selling well. I see too many incredible games being buried, a bunch of other titles releasing. This game is relatively new, so it still has kind of time to make its way in the space, but I would say that this style of detective game is much more niche than a Phoenix Write 'em Up or a Danganronpa 'em Up, But I do like this game's energy. It's very committed to its vibe.
would you differentiate this from Ace Attorney?
So,
There doesn't appear to be any trial sequence, but so there's not really the element of like find the contradiction per se. But
this style of detective game definitely feels more like, rather than unpicking what people are saying to make progress, it's about you finding the because Phoenix Wright games to me are like two different modes of play that are interconnected, like the exploring-y bit and the argumentative bit. And unfortunately, a lot of the exploring-y bits in Phoenix Wright games are not that interesting. Like, people never really talk about the investigation phases very much compared to. But this feels like a game that's so much more invested in the actual investigative side of things. But also, I would say that Phoenix Wright, in terms of tone, is very ungrounded. Like the number of story, even if Maya Fey is not involved, the number of like cases where a ghost is somehow involved is a little too high. I say a little too high, but compared to a lot of mystery games, is quite high.
Yes, no, I do understand what you're saying.
And Crucic says, reminds me of read-only memories in Ace Attorney. Yeah, it's one of those where I think I mentioned earlier that Snatcher is a thing that this game makes me think of in terms of its interface style and navigation, and read-only memories is very, very informed by Snatcher as a video game. I've never actually directly played Snatcher before. I'm pretty sure I would be able to play it with some emulation. I don't know if they've done like a direct Steam release. I've not played new... Sorry, go ahead.
I think I remember there being something with Snatcher where there's like a few different versions of it, and one of them is regarded as better.
It was ported to a bunch of things. So there's going to be one of them that's going to be easy to do. There's like a PC 98, there's a Sega Saturn version, so on and so forth. I haven't played the sequel for Read Only Memories yet. I played the demo years ago, and I bought the sequel with the intent to stream it like last financial year. Ask me how I know. I've been spending my tax return, and I looked at my sales receipts, and I was like, it's been a year and I've not actually even booted this game yet. What the fuck happened?
I can't be too specific, but let's just say we have reason to believe Otto Keller was connected to this train. I'm here to find out why. I don't think I've seen any women fitting that description. Why do you ask?
Because I'm always looking at women.
Oh, it's a long story. I just haven't been able to find her since this morning, and nobody I've asked seems to remember seeing her. Missing woman, huh? It's peculiar. Well, I'll keep an eye out for her. I plan on speaking to just about everyone on this train, so I'm sure I'll see her eventually. Man, a couple dead bodies, a missing woman. What's going on these days? A couple dead bodies, you say?
Yeah, man, it's nuts. Wait, what did he just say? How do I press that?
I wonder if it would be like, do you think you could?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Detective, what do you mean by a couple of dead bodies?
Huh? What? Did I say that? Yes, detective, you did. I heard it too. All right, you got me. Curse my big mouth. Fine. I'll tell you. This morning, we discovered something that has turned this whole case on its head. Another murder victim. No way. Another victim?
I do enjoy that in that mystery jingle, because it's actually like on a proper... It feels like it's on a proper physical instrument. You can tell that they hit a mute pedal at the end of that last note. I was like, ooh, how analog. I like that.
At about 5 o'clock this morning, a lawyer named Edison Maxwell was found dead in his home with a knife in his back. It's a very strange crime scene. Nothing appeared to have been stolen, nor was there any sign of a struggle. Just poor Maxwell. Face first in his dinner plate. Oh, that's just awful. I agree. Such a waste of a good prime rib. I wouldn't shed a tear for old Maxwell, honestly. Rumors have floated around for years about him. Blackmail, forging evidence, financial scams, you name it. We were never able to nail him on anything, unfortunately, and now I guess we never will. Bummer, right?
Okay.
Tee.
No. Check Daltrey. Sure. Oh, well, yes, I need to do this if I want to speak to this guy. As the bartender Emma mentioned. Daltrey was just talking to him. I wonder what they were talking about. And then that will bring up the... Okay, fair enough. Because I was like, where's the command to make you go the fuck back so I can speak to the bartender? Yeah, this,
I think that's discuss. That's discuss.
That's
now,
talking to
well,
Emma.
We brought up the... Okay, sure. I thought it could be fun to hear what he has to say about the bartender before we meet the bartender, in case that opens something up.
There was previously, when it was talk, there was like an option to say talking to nobody, and I was like, oh, that option isn't there. How do we make him back up?
I thought it was... maybe I'm getting my wires crossed, but oh, you're right. It wasn't discuss. It was, and it wasn't talk either. It was,
Yeah, there was a
you're right. That
new
option
weird
just isn't here.
command, and it's
Okay.
just not there. So yeah.
Speak to. I think it was speak to.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Good memory.
Oh, him? I was just getting a beer.
You drinking on the job? Aren't you working?
What's that supposed to mean? Jeez, are all American college students this uptight? It's just one drink. I'm in Europe, for God's sake. That's what you people do. I intend to speak to everyone on the train eventually as part of my investigation.
I guess this would suggest that he's pseudo-German if he's drinking beer rather than wine as detective.
I intend to... He's a bit of an odd guy, yeah. Gives me the creeps if I'm being honest.
I shake you. I shake you by your feathers. Alright, tell me more about this bartender. Oh, okay.
No.
Fine. I guess there's something else we might be able to press, but maybe there's more to say about, say, the other murder. What does this have to do with the hotel case? Evidently. I guess it's only yellow when it's added, but not necessarily that there's more to say. Sure. Sorry.
I'm glad you asked. So, for a tiny bit of digging, we discovered Maxwell actually had a housekeeper. And his name was Otto Keller. Different jingle. The victim from the hotel. It's too early to say whether or not Keller was involved in Maxwell's murder, but, well, sure is too strange to be a coincidence, isn't it?
Oh, okay. It gives us a generic option if we've exhausted all the talking points. That's nice.
Missing woman, huh? Yeah, I wonder if you check and then just if you check and then click on him for like where? I don't know. Hello, can I help you?
No,
Okay,
no,
well,
I
that
just wanted
clearly
to
wouldn't do it.
to poke you in the chest again.
Fuck off, please.
That bartender.
That man. Yeah, this looks like it'd be a great place to take a nap. Shame I'm too busy.
Yes, okay.
This is the lounge car.
Okay, so
Well.
you can discuss to conclude a scene, I suppose.
Well, it doesn't seem like he knows anything about her, but the new evidence in the case is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, and a little eerie, honestly. Seems like it's even more serious than we realized.
We should probably leave him to his investigation. I don't want to distract him.
No. He seems to have no problem finding ways to distract himself.
That's just about all we know at this point. Huh. How about that? Said I couldn't tell you much, but I kind of told you a whole lot, didn't I? Whoops. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I trust you too. Just don't share anything I just told you, okay?
I hope there's a journalist on this train. I hope. I pray.
We won't, detective. Thank you.
Just a full, what a scoop kind of guy.
Yeah, real fucking press cap kind of deal. I should get back to work. I have quite a lot of people to speak to and not a lot of time. So with that, I bid you farewell. Good luck finding your mystery woman.
Like the one in Ace Attorney, right-hand many memo.
Yes. What do you think we should do now, Rafter?
I think it's about time we talk to the bartender. Oh, different design from what I was expecting at distance. What can I get you? Oh, nothing for me. If you don't mind, we wanted to ask you a few questions.
He kind of reminds me of that guy who I only know because fucking Looney Tunes made fun of his voice enough that, what can I do for you? yes.
Who is that guy? He is just, as I understand, he is basically somebody from, I guess, 50s celebrity pop culture who was like a character actor.
Very funny.
He came up in a he was typecast, I think, for his looks. So he's that kind of person in a lot of movies, and then was something of a character outside of that. So he's just a big pop culture reference. Yes, the girl. I suppose we'll lead into it a little bit then. I guess we're a little bit creepy. Maybe a little bored too, considering he's not making eye contact. Ask away. Ooh, Jams.
Yeah. Tunes.
I may be the only person that will have like imperious orchestra music come in on something and be like, ooh, Jams. I'm a weirdo.
You're not like other girls, Caster.
Absolutely not. There was no woman. The girl came by herself. We have a varied selection of both alcoholic and non-alcoholic tea. Our tea, in particular, is quite popular. Would you like something? Would you like dinner? Would you like a bath? Or perhaps you would like me?
Would you like to live deliciously?
I can't, like, it's a whole... That whole bit is a big, like, ara equivalent of, like, Japanese meme of, like, welcome home, master. Would you like X, Y, or me instead? Which doesn't scan quite so well in English, but I cannot be bothered to remember what the actual line is in Japanese.
Would you like to fuck some dinner? Or perhaps?
Hey, you know, when you live in an elaborate mansion with maids, I guess your proclivities become more interesting. You want to know about me? I make drinks. I sell them. And then I roll. You, watch? To make sure my customers are enjoying them, of course. Ultra was right. This guy gives me the creeps. That man said he was a detective. Is that true? Yeah. I've lost this accent now. He's investigating a murder case. Murder, huh? I see. Booze. Our drink selection is quite a bit more varied. You see on display here. Many take interest in the various wines we have available, much of which is produced by a famous movie director.
That means the wine is good.
I hear he's funding his next film project almost entirely with proceeds from his winery, as he couldn't secure funding any other way.
It's a Megalopolis scenario.
It's a shame the visuals in that trailer looked very pretty, and anybody I know who's talked about that movie was like, no, don't do it.
It's fine. We got the character name WoW Platinum out of it, so...
Oh, sick name. That's a very Ruben name. That's a very Ruben tabletop RPG.
True. Holy shit, you're so right.
We carry his products in such a high volume, I couldn't say. Perhaps some train company is a fan. Oh, yes, we're still looking at... Check. The bar seems pretty fancy up close. Maybe I'll come back tonight for a nightcap. Wait, what's the legal drinking age here again?
Heh.
This bartender looks scary. So he is specifically channeling the Looney Tunes celebrity guy. Oh, I can think.
I feel so vindicated.
I'm allowed to think, finally. Well, he's denying it, looks like Emma said.
He's lying again, Rafter. I swear she was here.
I believe you, it's just, why would he lie? Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna change his mind, so maybe we should try asking him about something else.
Maybe, but I kind of want to keep pressing him.
All within earshot of this man. The girl came to me, bought 1 cup of tea, drank it, and left. Only 2 other customers have ordered drinks today. If anyone else had gotten a drink with a girl, I know. Wait, so Emma only bought 1 cup of tea? In the flashback, they both had cups. This surely should be verifiable by receipts.
Yeah.
Current hypothesis with shit and fuck to actually go on here. She's affiliated with the company, like the operations of the train by some degree, so she has the authority to be like, do not acknowledge that I am here. If anybody asks you, I am not here. And he would have to follow that order. Is the only thing I can currently think of in that she has been visibly here this whole time and he's not saying anything. Either that or he's been like threatened, but that feels weirdly unlikely. Wow, this cash register seems ancient. Okay. It's been a slow day. I remember each transaction very clearly. The girl ordered a cup of tea. Sometime after she left, a woman came in and ordered a glass of wine. And just a moment ago, that man calling himself a detective ordered beer. That's all. 3 drinks. No more, no less. Are you sure you're not forgetting any? My. She doesn't faith. See for yourself. Cool, they discuss it. This cash register keeps track of every transaction I make per day. The number goes up for every individual sold, and it quite clearly says, what time is it? This is like the next day.
It does also seem like it is early enough that it's too early for most to be drinking, even if we are in Europe.
I guess I would be like, well, this is one of those things that's answered by like, this is the lounge car. Maybe there is a dining car. It's like, if we were in Europe and it's the morning and there are multiple people on this train, you would have not served only 1 cup of tea, my friend.
True. So for when he was like, look at the cash register yourself. Do you think that's something we? Oh yeah, on where?
So he's saying, I've lost the accent again. God damn it. It's so hard when I have to be between two.
Challenge
So,
run, yeah.
He's saying this cash register tracks how many drinks he sold, huh?
Let me take a look at this. He's right. It says 3.
Well, okay. We know 3 drinks were sold. 1 to Emma, 1 to Daltrey, and 1 to some other woman who got a glass of wine. Can you describe the woman who ordered a glass of wine? If you must know. She was a very glamorous woman in a sparkling purple dress. What time is it? 9 a.m.
We
Time
know
to put
there's
the freaking
daylight.
dress
We know
on.
there's daylight.
I mean, I wish I lived the life where I got up, got dressed in the freakum dress immediately, went to the bar, got a glass of wine, and then just lived the rest of my day from there. Oh, wow.
Honey, I would do terrible things to live that life right alongside you. Good fucking lord.
She was quite rude and boisterous. That doesn't sound anything like the woman Emma describes, so I guess it wasn't her.
I know what you're thinking, Rafter, but there's no way that was her. Besides, both of us drank tea together. We didn't have any wine.
Tea, huh? So, I do actually quite appreciate that the way these dialogue loops go, these topics remain but gain new stuff as you move through.
Yeah, I agree.
It felt quite natural to ask him about customers again when we had learned new information to press him on, which was quite nice. So, you serve tea here, yeah? Our tea is a very special blend, made of ingredients native to Endrika. It is well known for its delicate flavor, minty aroma, and strength. Huh. What?
Huh.
Many experience a soporific effect when they drink too much, and subsequently report quite vivid dreams. I did wonder about the fact that she went to have tea with this mysterious woman, and she struggles to remember information about the conversation, suggests that she was drugged. And I'm like, well, there was a cup of tea she drank, but when was that spiked? It feels like a real bad fucking idea to sell something like this.
They're on a train. It's like they can go out and drive a car. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess.
Fuck it. No, that's not an actual advocating for it, because that is abso-fucking-lutely, like, at the very least, something that you should be very upfront about.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have your local tea, please. And they should be like, sure, it's not caffeinated, it will send you to sleep. And I'd be like, noted, I will have a Builder's, please. An English breakfast, I'm sorry.
What's a Builder's?
Yeah, that's the colloquial term, because, you
Oh,
know,
fun.
when you
Okay.
have tradesmen come over to your house and you serve them cups of tea, you're going to serve them, like, the general breakfast tea. So it's considered, the slang term for it is a builder's tea.
Interesting. Okay.
It's very rude to have a worker of some kind visit your home and you don't offer them a cup of tea. You are a monster.
What a relationship with labor that America does not have.
Oh, sure. Just like, fix the plumbing. I will not ask how you are. No hydration. Tell me, girl, how did you experience such a phenomenon?
Well, yes, I did take a nap shortly after drinking it, but
I thought so. Even a small dose will be likely to cause drowsiness.
oh my god.
Girl of your height and weight, and you serve this? And you serve this to people with no warning?
This is the party train.
I must admit, a dream so vivid, if it was real, creating a woman mind. That, for me, new and further research. Oh, so this is a blend that you made, huh? Research? Just what kind of experiments is this man running? Yeah, I would look like that too if I was spiked against my knowledge. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
chat, how many of you can create a woman in your mind?
Yes, can you rotate a woman in your mind? How well rendered is this woman? At least we know that Emma does not have aphantasia.
Well, if... I guess she would have spoken up.
Or actually, if she did have aphantasia, she would have just said, oh yeah, no, I can't recall the memory of this woman.
Haha, true.
Oh, actually, speaking of which, like a YouTuber who does like essays on like visual novels I follow called Viveros, did one recently about Psycho Sleuth, the one that we played during
Oh, yes.
the little like Steam Fest week. It's only still the demo, but he recently went and interviewed the guy who made the game. It's not an English-made studio, so part of it is a localization thing. But
Right.
he was doing a research project into how visual novels depict like mental health and mental disorders in games.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like the character with prosopagnosia in 999. It's a very old game, but I'm not going to say who. It's still good, a cool thing to discover.
Yeah.
You know, about Toko Fukawa's whole bullshit.
Yeah.
And then kind of like, oh, Psycho Sleuth's whole thing of all the characters having various mental disorders, but their superpowers. That filled me with trepidation. I want to know what steps they took to not fuck that up. And they hired no sensitivity consultants and changed how those mental disorders worked and were interpreted specifically for variants that would make the most interesting murder mystery stories. But they swear that they feel that they would do it in a way that would offend no one.
Well, that's great that they feel that way. That they feel that no one would be offended really does seem like the important thing.
Yeah.
So good for them.
God. Also, I don't know how badly I want to go back to that demo, but a thing that we didn't run into in the time that we played is apparently part of the whole bit when it's like one of their psychic powers is that you can give your psychic disorder to someone else.
Oh.
And as a result, they are then affected by the thing that you're affected by. And apparently, it framed in a way that a lot of the murders are going to be set up in a way where somebody now no longer can perceive the left side of things when they weren't expecting to, and as a result made an error or did something that they weren't supposed to do. So that's like a facet that you'd have to think about to solve the crimes, which is interesting, but also I don't think they could land that plane without being horrendously ableist in multiple vectors. I truly don't.
I think, yeah, man, I'm not surprised, but I remain disappointed.
Viveros, the VTuber, does raise an interesting point that by having the whole cast be people with mental disorders, as a result, the nature of having one is depicted quite neutrally, as opposed to most visual novels, especially like mystery and murder mystery ones, where having a mental disorder is your MO for doing crime, where that's not necessarily the case in this instance. They are doing crimes for entirely separate reasons and just so also happen to have mental disorders, which I guess is an improvement, I guess. Anyway, what exactly did you mean by research? Oh, the tea I serve is my own concoction. God, I've dedicated my life to the pursuit of creating exotic beverages. Therefore, when I create, testing my customers on my subjects. Is that legal? What exactly are you putting in these drinks?
All good questions.
Relax. It's just tea. I'm not a pharmacist. My drinks are harmless. Oh my god.
Yeah, we saw that face for a second. Let's go.
Oh my god. They're delicious. Would you like one? No. Thank you. So be it.
I've heard enough of this. I'm gonna go for a walk. I just need to clear my head a bit, I think.
Yeah, understandably. Understandably. Can we leave? Oh no, she's left, so now we have to think. Poor Anna.
I wonder if there's anything else around to check. Oh yeah, what if you check him?
Oh sure. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, poor Emma. That comment about the tea really seems to have bothered her. What if it was just a dream? No, there's no way Emma would confuse a dream with reality. I think let's go ask this guy about. Oh, that's right, the other witnesses. Emma said there was an old man and a pair of guys in polos, right? This bartender looks kind of scary. Yes, I remember the man you speak of. The two men in polos left about an hour ago. They ordered no drinks, so I paid little attention to them. The old man also ordered no drinks, so I paid little attention to him as well. He's been gone for quite some time. Oh, we still have to discuss. Interesting.
Huh. That is interesting, actually. I wonder what that means.
Is there anything else you can tell me about him? The men in polos were having quite a lively and irritating conversation. And about I would say. The old man. Well, I shouldn't speculate. I'll just say he struck me as a tad out of place.
You think that's the professor?
What does that mean? No, because Emma would address him by name.
Oh, of course, of course. I forgot who brought him up.
So Emma,
true.
and there's just the sound of wind. as he
Yeah,
looks behind
just
him.
turn to the side and just the space where she would be.
Oh, he says, looking slightly disappointed. That's just about all I'm gonna get out of this guy. Where am I? Probably best not to bother. Yeah. I have to check the couple Emma said she ran into with the other woman on their way here earlier. They were in a cabin near the observation car. I'll go check it out. Go to. Good jabs for this genuine murderer. Oh, time
Ooh,
passing.
that background.
Time passing. This game has some polish. Like,
Yeah.
very specifically within the realms of the kind of like tone it's going for. It's not like an aim to capture where it's just throwing very psychedelic visuals and angles at you. It's more just kind of like, oh yeah, this is an era of video gaming that we're making look as nice as we possibly can within the tech limit we've set for ourselves. Well, I've checked every other nearby cabin, so this has to be the one. No?
Oh, come on. There has to be something.
Wait, I recognize that voice. Oh. Emma?
Hi, Rafter. What brings you here?
Were you having a
What
cigarette?
brings you here?
Were you having a cigarette in here?
It must have been the former occupant.
I was just, investigating.
Oh, cool. Me too.
We've talked multiple times about the backgrounds in this, feeling like 999's like pre-rendered backgrounds, but it's like one of the first doors you can go into, I want to say door 5, which is like one of the bedrooms, and you have a really long conversation with Santa where you can give him the 4-leaf clover. I'm immediately thinking about, like, it's not an Ice 9 room that's being locked in the freezer. I can't remember what the
oh god, it's the and it's not the captain's quarters.
I think June talks to you about the Titanic in the room.
Yes.
It's been a hot second.
I think same like same area, but there are like 2 rooms because there's a hallway you go into and one side and then the other. This is also the area that has the you're able to say the nonsense creature. What the hell is it called?
Funyarimpa. Yeah.
Funyarimpa. Thank you. Yes.
Are you going through these people's things?
What? No. It's not what it looks like, Rafter.
She says, underwear in her hands.
You see, this is the cabin that couple I mentioned was in, right? I was gonna talk to them again, but they weren't here, and you know, the door was open, so... Okay, fine. It's exactly what it looks like. But, Rafter, I swear these 2 are hiding something. When me and that woman were on our way to the lounge car, the couple in this cabin gave us a really strange look. Like they were surprised. I'm certain they recognized her. Oh, Rafter, I know I shouldn't be doing this. It's just... I'm just looking for any evidence that she exists at all. It wasn't just a dream, I'm sure of it.
Oh, Emma. Okay, I'll help you look. But let's make this quick before you get caught.
Are you sure? I feel bad for dragging you into this.
Let's just hurry up before they come back.
Okay.
I was expecting them to come back in this conversation. Oh, tape.
Yeah.
That's new.
Wow.
That feels like a thing we shouldn't do. The silk top hat stands out to me. Is this a top hat?
Oh, yeah, that must have been like from that couple that we... Oh, you know, there were a lot of men wearing hats like this in Vendreka, weren't there? It's like we time traveled back to the 1940s. I think it's cute. Men should go back to wearing hats in America, don't you think?
It's all baseball caps now, baby. Sure. But doesn't this hat look a little, I don't know, stupid?
You should try it on. I bet you'd look great.
These are both literature majors, but it always surprises me in every mystery game. Like, Danganronpa aside, because all these kids are 15 and don't know any better, pick up and put the hat on your heads. Just leave hair. Just leave hair on the crime scene. Just do it. Just leave evidence that you were here. Nobody
Especially given that they were like, oh god, let's do this before they get back. Oh, hat, put it on. It's pretty funny.
I think we should hurry up and find some real evidence instead.
Okay, you're right. But you're also no fun.
What's this on the table? Looks like a deck of playing cards. Oh, okay. I was expecting a... This looks like a bottle of aspirin. It's a jewelry box.
You know, come to think of it, if since I do get the feeling that this environment was all pre-rendered, I guess it would be like I was kind of like, wow, okay, they're getting a lot of like nice zoom-ins for these things, and then going, oh, you know, I guess if it's all if they have all these things modeled, then that wouldn't actually be too hard. Oh my, I wonder what kind of jewelry's in here. Could be worth a fortune.
Kind of careless to just leave this out in the open. Also, this doesn't look like it would travel very well.
No. Yeah. Lucky it's just us in here and not actual thieves.
Shouldn't be in here either, Emma. Wait, what?
Rafter, what are you doing? Don't just open it.
I didn't. The train had a bump or something and it opened on its own.
Oh, is that right?
I'm serious, but, you know, it's open.
I guess we could take a quick look.
This isn't jewelry.
A bunch of random playing cards? Do you think they came from the deck on the table there?
Oh. This is precariously balanced in a way where they could tell if it's been fucked with. Because that's a gap underneath. So if you moved any of these,
Yeah.
they'd fall in, so somebody would be able to tell. So elaborate, though. Like, what happened to just
Very.
leaving like a hair in a wedge or something?
Maybe. Oh, right.
Now, what are they doing in the jewelry case?
I don't know, but it's awfully strange. What if there's something significant about these cards in particular? Rafter, make note of which cards are in the case. Maybe it'll come in handy later.
Can't imagine this would be helpful, but alright, sure. Whatever makes you happy, Emma. Alright, done. Let's close this back up just to be safe. We're definitely gonna have to put these back in this kind of order later.
Oh god, yeah.
Look at the size of that bed. I can't even believe it fits on this train. Did something just sparkle on the...
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, there was a little ping effect on the couch. That coach looks pretty cozy.
Ah, yes.
Huh? Is it just me or is there something shiny between the cushions?
Let's take a look. Oh, you're right. This looks like a wedding ring, maybe? Perhaps like the kind of ring that rotates around the title?
This must belong to one of them.
You think so? I don't know. I have a hard time believing a married person would drop their ring so carelessly.
It's actually the one ring. Maybe we should take a closer look at it.
No, fucking... Oh god, that white wrapper has it.
Yeah. Fucking Post Malone. has
Thank
paid
you. I'll give it
several
was fucking
million
Lil
for the
Yachty.
one. Macklemore has decided to get into Magic the Gathering.
Oh, terrible. No.
All right.
Oh.
Let's take a closer look at this ring here. Oh my god. Fully inside baseball, but it's been so funny recently. So, as you are aware, because I have told you, Magic the Gathering recently has been having expansion sets that are like crossovers with other IPs that are largely grounded in nerd culture.
Yes.
And fans have been feeling variable about it. There's a handful of people being like, well, it's not real Magic, and I love Magic's own like setting and lore more than Doctor Who or whatever. Which, sure, that's a reasonable opinion to have. Nickelodeon specifically has been having a very extended relationship with Wizards of the Coast, so they've had multiple different crossovers in the past. SpongeBob, of all things, Avatar relatively recently, and upcoming a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like set is going to happen. The current set at the moment is one that's actually within the Magic universe, one called like Lorwyn Eclipsed, which is all very like Welsh Fae mythology stuff. Lots of people have been really excited about it because it's a location they've not returned to in like 20 years. However, because there was like a shipping issue with getting all the pre-release kits out to stores in the US, it seems part of that shipping issue was also a manufacturing issue. So when people were doing the pre-release last weekend, they were opening their packs. The pre-release boxes have like 6 booster packs and then like 1 singular rare card from the set.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say, I don't know what percentage of American pre-release kits had this, but so many of these pre-release kits had their promo rare was actually one of the rares and mythics from the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, and not actually from Lorwyn.
That's not supposed to happen at all.
Mm-hmm. And I feel a little bit bad about saying the cards that were being revealed from these were actually mechanically, for me, more interesting than the actual rares that were in the current set. Obviously, people who are not a fan of the IP crossovers and were like, oh, thank God, considering this year there is only going to be 3 in-universe sets and 4 out-of-universe sets, I'm really going to cherish this in-universe set, opening their pre-release pack and seeing a Ninja Turtle inside, were really going through it this weekend. They were having a fucking time. It was quite funny.
Accidental early promo.
No, that's the thing. Like, Wizards of the Coast weren't gonna be like everybody was expecting them to be like, tee-hee, we were just putting in a little bit of a surprise because we're so excited about this new set. They basically did like big mea culpa posting being like, this wasn't supposed to happen. All of the stores
Deploy the Pinkertons, kill all people immediately.
They were saying all the stores open up other pre-release kits, hope that they aren't ones that are also cross-bucked, and remove the promo from that and give those to those players. Which...
Wow.
No! Keep opening up more of the product in a way that you wouldn't be able to sell if you did, and give them those cards instead. Is not a solution, Wizards. What the fuck? Anyway.
Fucking wild.
It looks like there's an engraving on the inside. Oh, it is the One Ring. It's in a language I don't recognize, though.
Let me see.
Oh, ring holding sprite.
I think this is in Vendreka's native language.
But Vendreka is an English-speaking country, isn't it?
Yes, but historically, before the country's occupation, it had its own language that the majority of the citizens spoke. It's sort of obsolete now, though. Wow, an obsolete language. What a way to think of it.
An English literature, well, no, an English language major would be like actively distraught about that, but I guess a literature major would feel pretty neutral. I wonder what it says. Oh, neither of us can read it, huh? I guess we show it to the professor.
That makes sense.
What else do we want to look at here that's of note?
Under the bed?
It's a painting of a young couple in a garden.
Oh, what a beautiful painting. Such a passionate depiction of young love. Brushstrokes make it look impressionistic. It's probably painted in the late 1800s or early 1900s.
Oh, so you're an art historian too, are you? Since when are you such an art enthusiast?
Oh, I'm not really. I just took an art history course my freshman year as a breadth requirement. It's fun though. Now I can trick people into thinking I'm super cultured whenever I see fine art.
Well, you could have fooled me.
What's that note again on the table?
They're playing cards, I think.
Right.
Oh, not that we can inspect to see what cards are in there.
Yeah, the mirror maybe? But that's all I
yes.
got.
Kind of an odd place for a mirror, but it sure does look fancy. It's just to make the room look larger, mate.
You want the bottle of aspirin? Do you have a headache, Rafter?
Oh, no, I'm fine. Probably isn't a clue.
Well, what if you take the hat to see what's under it?
I shouldn't take that. Contrary to what Emma may think, it would not look good on me. You could look at it in the awkwardly placed mirror.
Oh, I know what we should do. Let's show this ring to Professor Martin.
Yes.
I'm sure he could translate it for us.
I keep forgetting that hitting discuss when we think we're done is probably the best way to move the scene along. But what if the couple finds out we took it?
Oh, come on, Rafter. It was wedged between 2 couch cushions. They probably didn't even know it was there. it turns out it's theirs, we'll just return it later and say we found it somewhere else on the train. It'll be fine. I have to know what the ring says. Maybe our only clue. This is a little delusional, but sure.
And just how much of that tea did you drink? Anyway, let's get out of here, quick. Go to. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What do you mean you have your hat on? What do you mean you have your hat on? It's right there behind you, unless you came with a stack of them.
Can a man not have multiple hats?
I guess if a man can have the, like, luggage space for a jewelry box of that size, I suppose so. Uh-oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Hello, sir. We were just leaving. We got lost, and,
What's with this guy? Isn't he gonna say anything?
Monty, dear, can you get me an aspirin? My head is pounding.
Ah, yes.
What's this? We have guests? Oh,
Theme of exotic lady.
Hello again. Oh, it's you. Did I already tell you I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about? What are you doing in our cabin?
Look at this Mystic Lily's looking ass character.
Right. That's,
They're all
yeah,
terrible.
Okay, it's like this. What's that, dear? You're saying you invited these two into our cabin? Oh, Monty, what am I going to do with you? Surely you could at least be a bit more discerning when selecting our guests.
What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, did you just cover for us? Ugh, I don't know why you would, but thanks, Monty. We're sorry to bother you, but would you mind if we asked you a couple of questions? We're to solve a mystery.
I really am in no mood for an interrogation. Monty, dear, where is that aspirin? Do you want to check the aspirin?
Mm-hmm. So these are the people who can afford this ridiculous room. It must be absolutely loaded. Yeah, we cannot inspect the room in that kind of detail right now. I wonder what this guy's deal is. She's being awfully dramatic about this headache. Okay.
Discuss, I guess. Is she okay?
We're just
Not
in
discuss.
limbo. Because notes, we can't present evidence like that, so...
Yeah. Talk. And
Oh, it's just multiple stages
yes.
of it, sure.
You don't remember where you put the bottle. Oh, Monty, what am I supposed to do? Oh, my head. What am I to do?
Just... Yes, I know.
Raptor, didn't we see an aspirin bottle in here a minute ago?
Why are we not... Why are you not letting me just do this immediately? This was absurd. Okay, fine. Let's give this to her before she collapses.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Absolute
Hold
fumble
on.
potential
Hold on,
there.
hold
Holy
on,
shit.
Hold on. Hold on. Check if there's a load option here. There is, okay.
My head feels so dreadfully heavy.
Okay, so they won't let us fuck ourselves over, but that would be so funny.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, what a fucking game over opportunity.
Whoops. That was just fat fingering. There we go. We found the aspirin bottle.
You did? Go quickly, give it to me.
Give me.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. What would I have done without you?
She has a pretty broad range of expressions too, actually.
Yeah.
Don't know. A little to your left, maybe?
I'm feeling better already. I suppose looks aren't everything. You were actually somewhat helpful. You said you wanted to ask us some questions, yes? I suppose we can spare some of our time, but please, make it quick. My name is Veda, and this is my husband, Monty. What do you want?
What did we get?
Try Ring. I wonder if it updated Ring. Aha.
Because we now have their name. Let's see. So we can look around and ask about things. His outfit sure is interesting. Why isn't he saying anything? This woman seems like a real piece of work.
I feel like there's good opportunity to... Oh, I was going to go for the hat.
Just in range.
Would you mind not ogling my husband? It's quite unsettling.
Sorry, I was just admiring his hat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I think it looks cool. More men should wear hats like that, don't you think?
Are you making fun of me?
Yes, I am. I want to ask about the box. It's so... I should tread carefully about this jewelry box. I wanted to get the idea we're here to steal from her. Fair enough. Alright, let's hear about Monty then. Monty, was it? Monty, is everything okay? I haven't spoken since you got here.
You're wasting your time, dear. Monty doesn't speak.
He doesn't speak?
Correct. Monty prefers to leave all the talking to me. Isn't that right, darling?
No. Not even a nod, just a glance askance. Oh, not even the nod afterwards either. Okay, right, he's not into it. What about Vader then? So, what do you do, Miss Vader?
What do I do? What an insipid question. A woman of my stature has no need to work for a living. It'd be embarrassing. Not that the two of you would understand. You both look distinctly middle class.
This is exhausting.
My husband and I are going on on holiday to London. Monty doesn't Monty doesn't like flying, so we're taking the train.
Okay. I guess we should ask about the missing woman, even though Vader's gonna be like, silly bitch, I already said she doesn't exist.
Fuck off! I already told the young lady. Monty and I haven't any idea what she's talking about.
Hey, Vader, did you by any chance get a glass of wine in the lounge car earlier?
What's it to you if I had a glass of wine? Can't I have a drink without being under surveillance?
Well, the guy who runs the bar is, one of those Rehypnol types, so I just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry, it was just curious.
If you must know. Yes, I ordered a glass of white wine, the finest Chardonnay they had on offer.
Oh, she's a white wine drinker. Excellent.
You got something to say about people who drink white wine, Caster?
It's red wine or nothing, baby.
I mean, listen, I think I do lean redder, but I can enjoy some white.
It has to be with food. I can't drink white wine neat.
That dreadful bug-eyed bartender tried to offer me some other swill, but I simply won't drink anything else. Oh, poor Monty.
I guess some of these must have more dialogue behind. If he doesn't speak, then
How do I know what he's thinking? And dear, when you've been in a relationship as long as us two, you don't need words to understand each other. Monty and I are a team. Perhaps someday you'll learn what it means to be truly in love, like the two of us.
How old are each of you? I wonder how much her idea of true love involves expensive jewelry. Actually, interesting question. Eee. Doesn't give Martin's age.
No age.
We do know Daltrey's age because he's 34. So yeah, no age profiles.
Wow, Ace Attorney series clearly has the. I kind of want to check the mirror to see if I'm just curious about what they think about various things in this room, like the mirror and the painting. Are you trying to look in the mirror? Well, you probably should. Your hair is awfully greasy. I can't believe you walk around like that.
Is it really? I knew I should have used more shampoo this morning. Well,
Isn't this such a lovely painting? A passionate romance. Quite befitting of my husband and I.
yeah, I agree. It's very impressionistic, right? After you scumbag.
What an unsophisticated observation. Those who know nothing should say nothing.
But it is, isn't it? Right, Emma?
It is, but it doesn't sound very convincing when you say it.
Can't take much more than this. I got an achievement for being bullied. Good.
Can you reach the hat? It seemed like.
No, I tried to, but it's like nothing's here. Not here.
Okay.
Okay. I have to see if it does anything. I mean, let's discuss it before we.
I still want to know a little more about Monty, I think.
Okay. That's one way of highlighting that there's more to do. Monty, what do you do for a living?
It's none of your business how my husband makes his money. Ignore him, Monty. Monty and I are well known in Vendrake and high society. Wouldn't expect a couple of obvious tourists like you to understand.
Okay, so a single text box suggests that they are done with the... Yeah.
We're going on holiday to London.
Do you remember seeing Emma earlier?
Oh, is that her name? Other than the time she so rudely interrupted our lunch to interrogate us with nonsensical questions, no, I can't say I do.
But no, sorry.
But... Oh. Do you disagree? Are you calling me a liar, young lady? No, ma'am. I'm sorry. It's all right, dear. It isn't your fault you weren't taught any manners as a child. I forgive you.
Ignore Emma. Okay. So
Can you Monty again?
Monty again.
Activate Monty. Okay. No.
Okay, so we've explored all the things we can. Yeah.
I was just thinking, what if we asked them about the ring?
Are you sure? If Veda knows we took something, she'll flip out.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that ring doesn't belong to them. Both of them are wearing wedding rings already. Let's just pretend we found it somewhere. Whatever they say about it might be useful.
Hey, did either of you two lose a wedding ring? We found this in one of the train cars and...
Lose a wedding ring? Don't be ridiculous, dear. Monty and I would never be so careless with the symbol of our eternal love.
That sprite doesn't have a ring on it.
It could be hiding on, well, No, it really couldn't. Never mind. Maybe she wears it on her thumb.
No would I ever be
Oh.
caught dead with a ring that cheap.
Damn, girl.
Wow.
Whoever bought that must have gotten it from a homeless person outside the jewelry store. If Monty proposed to me with that disgraceful piece of junk, I'd have dumped him on the spot.
Of course, Monty would never have done such a thing. He knows what I'm worth. Isn't that right, darling?
In addition to how old they both are, how long have they been married? She's not. Wait, I mean, like, okay.
No.
I shouldn't. Well, it's one of those things that's like, you know, you design the sprites separately to writing the script and things like that. But it was quite impressive that we had a spray of Emma holding the ring, inspecting it. I'm surprised that she doesn't have a wedding ring in her spray.
Yeah.
It feels, especially considering she's the. It always makes me think of there's a bit in The Simpsons where like Marge's like sisters see somebody's wedding ring and one of them goes, "Wow, look at the size of that rock." And I always think about that with like overly elaborate like jewelry, and it feels like the size of the rock she would have on her wedding ring would be absurd. Like,
I would also not make much, it would be something I'd kind of brush past if the game didn't make such a point of like, well, of course I'm clearly wearing a wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both clearly wearing wedding
yeah, I
rings.
didn't think
not
about it
wedding rings.
previously until Emma was like, "Look at their hands," and I'm like, "I'm looking." There was a thing I was going to do. Read of it and lost. Oh, we have a note about it. Right, it updates the log in red. I see.
You think it's something we can talk about? Well, at least now we know for sure the ring doesn't belong to them. Let's take it to Martin as soon as we're done here.
It's even. Okay.
All right, that's enough. It's getting late. Monty and I need to get ready for bed. Did we answer your questions to your satisfaction? Will you leave us alone now?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Vita. Oh, you're quite welcome. It's not often I'm this generous with my time, you know. You should feel lucky.
Oh.
We do, Miss Vita. Very lucky indeed. Don't be snarky now. It's quite unbecoming of a young lady like yourself. Now both of you, out! I don't...
Oh yeah, no, that's me. Also, I also learned relatively recently that snark is actually a portmanteau.
Really? Of what?
Snide and remark. To snark.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know about you, but I think I'm starting to get it. Also, we're almost at 3 hours, so depending on what the next scene is, we should probably have a little wrapping up discussion soon anyway. Are you alright, Emma? I'm sorry we didn't get much information.
It's okay, Rafter. We didn't leave completely empty-handed, right?
Yeah, the ring.
Let's go talk to Professor Martin before it gets too late. If nothing else, he can at least help us translate the engraving. Oh, and Rafter, let's not mention anything about the missing woman. I don't want to burden him with it, too. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like he seemed a bit tired lately. We should try not to disturb him for too long.
Sure, no problem. Professor Martin, he's probably reading in his cabin or something. I'm surprised we don't have a... Maybe I'm spoiled by Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, but any game where you do like evening travel, especially on a train, there's like the evening theme of the XS Express that's like peak of that genre, the pinnacle. The Switch remix of it is also very, very good.
I wonder if that is something where it's like, oh, you move on to the next scene and there
And we
will be
get some
that.
music in. Yeah. But I was expecting a kind of a, you know.
I'm happy to park this here for now.
Sure.
I think
I guess I just
quite
I wanted
atmospheric.
I wanted a backbeat, but it's all good. We can deal with soft trains as we wrap up for now. But yeah, ooh, I'm enjoying Detective Instinct. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm also enjoying it. It's I think it's doing a pretty good job of putting together, like, having characters that have charisma, and I guess kind of because they are a bit more down to earth. They are. Maybe this is my inexperience with the genre speaking, but like these characters don't just feel like, oh, I've seen these all before. You know, these are characters that I've been enjoying spending time with, and I also think while the like interface navigation can be a little opaque at times in terms of what is it asking of me, I guess is maybe that's not quite the phrasing of it.
Yeah,
I think it works well. I think I should say it can be opaque in what it is asking of you, but I think it also lends itself to having a feeling of, well, this would be logically the thing to, here's how to, you know, press on this, and clicking the series of, you know, menuing to that option because of what you think would be good to press on, and not necessarily because there's a big, you know, oh, it's yellow, I gotta click on the yellow thing.
It's quite interesting in I think interface wise it could probably do with a third color of text to suggest that there is more to say, but because obviously for games like this and for stuff like Ace Attorney as well, right, in its investigation phases, they are all quite linear on purpose, right? You can't fail out of an investigation in Ace Attorney because you need all of that information to do the courtroom drama sections. So eventually, as long as you rub your face on everything, you will get all the bits and pieces that you need to proceed. And the handful of times that it's been opaque, it's been unpleasantly opaque. I remember getting stuck on one of the cases in Ace Attorney 3 where it's like, I swear I have talked to everybody about everything, and there's clearly some crumb in some room that I have not seen, and so as a result the game is like and that's not fun. But also, how do you make linear investigations where you need to find everything engaging? And I'm sure on the flip side of the coin, if this option has another piece of dialogue to say, like put it in cyan or something, some people would be like, well, I just need to click on anything that's a different color then and it solves it for me. And so there's a weird balance in between of what you do and don't need to do to kind of make these kind of bits and pieces compelling. I don't mind a linear visual novel experience as long as all the bits and pieces that you're doing in the visual novel is interesting and engaging. You know, everybody goes ham for like the Umineko video games, and that is just a book. It's just a book. I don't think there's a single choice in that.
It's a sound novel, you prole. Oh
yeah,
my
this
God.
is true. I'm so churlish for not giving it its true term. But you know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, it can be done as long as the interfacing and styling, and to be real, I think the interface of this is a lot more engaging than the interface that Umineko gives you. And then, yeah, I'm interested. I am quite interested to see if we get fail states, you know, like it'll be game over if you choose the wrong guy. With the wallet bit, I wonder if they would ever make good on that promise. We decided not to check. Or
Yeah.
I decided not.
I also wonder.
But I wonder if this means that is actually something that we are at stake about if we make incorrect conclusions or address people with the wrong thing, if there is tension about doing that, or whether we're able to, because at this stage things are very low stakes, be able to look at bits and pieces. Aside from that, love the pixel art in this game. Pixel art's
Yes, the pixel art is quite nice.
it's not like it's not what I would call like. I was gonna say it's not stylish. That's not true. It is so specifically evocative of like late 80s, early 90s anime in a very pitch perfect way. The way that the eyes are done, the way that the kind of like shading in the hair is done is this very specific 80s style that it's managed to do really, really accurately. But obviously, because they're mimicking a style that exists from other artists, it's not like, say, looking at Of the Devil, because I've not played the chapter 2 of that. I've not finished chapter 1, but people have been talking about that recently. That has a really distinct art style that is obviously inspired by anime, but it's so clearly its own shit. This is informed by other things in a very specific way to mimic an era, and that's cool. I think it does it really well. I don't think it's negative that it's not trying to do its own thing, but it's quite neat. And the number of poses that all of these characters are getting as well is quite impressive.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's the game is definitely easy on the eyes, both in the sense of like, it is fun to see the different character poses, and I appreciate the fact that they really do get like a good amount of variety with the character poses, and having like a little flash of like, ooh, sinister pose for half a second midway through the sentence.
Yeah, that was good.
And that's the kind of thing where it's like they have been going so hard on the different character poses that I genuinely wonder is that a sign, like in an Ace Attorney game, that means they're going to be having a villain turn later, but with this it's like that they could just do that. It could just be this. And also easy on the eyes because the backgrounds are just, they're literally like soft and kind of gentle to look at because they're lower contrast, warm with detail. It's a very cozy feeling game.
Yes. Yeah, people talk. There's a lot of. I was going to say a lot of ink spilt, but it's all online discourse. There's lots of recorded YouTube minutes of people talking about what a cozy game is and how the popularity of Stardew Valley has kind of shifted the understanding of a cozy game into something that's frictionless. And the idea of a cozy murder mystery novel, which is something that has existed for a very long time, is something that people don't engage with as much as something that could be considered cozy. But yeah, I think the coziness aesthetically and also maybe in the story it tells is something that this game is doing quite well. I guess because we're in a fixed location. I have the impression that this train is not going to stop for 3 days, so it makes sense that over its entire runtime you're going to be seeing these characters so much. Of course they're going to have a ton of poses, but an animation thing I wanted to kind of highlight when we're talking about this is that one of the ways that they've really conveyed character mannerisms is how much the sprite moves. Like, Emma has a lot of poses, like she has a lot of expressions, but she does not necessarily move her body that much. Like, it's entirely newly drawn sprites, but it's more of her looking to the left, to the right, whether she's holding her chin, whether she's happy or whether she's sad. Whereas the detective, who is a much more of an animated person, is actively looking off and shifting his entire body to the left and right a little bit. And Vader has really big poses, like she's very angry or very laughing and stuff like that. See, it's not just the number of poses that they get for expressions, but also how big those body movements are.
Yeah.
I know that there's an interesting school of thought and people talking about character design and character rendering for PNG tubing, and the idea of the fucking like YouTube discussion animal, if you know the archetype. Conservative.
Yes.
Bear.
The rant sona.
Yes, there we go. Thank you for the correct, for the Oxford English Dictionary term.
Anytime, dear.
But you can tell, I guess, how, because obviously these people are doing it unless the artists themselves are commissioning somebody else to do it, and the instructions that they're giving them. But the difference between somebody who's asked for or has drawn a lot of poses that are very relatively neutral and conversational. And so there's maybe like 2 or 3 body poses and a couple of different head poses for each, because we as a person, when speaking to the camera, are not flinging ourselves around. Versus people who have been like, well, I've only got 5, I have enough cash to commission 5 poses for my character, so I'm going to make all of them very big and then flip between them a lot to do the variety of expressions, and it looks like they're like wacky inflatable tube manning around if used improperly. It's not something you normally notice, but when you know to look out for it, you can kind of see people's approaches to those kind of things. It's quite interesting. A lot of design work goes into that
I
shit.
think that's a great observation.
Mhm.
I also want to say that I think the soundtrack it's not the kind of thing where I'm going to be like, oh man, I gotta snap up this soundtrack off of Bandcamp just for casual listening. But so far, this is the kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, if I'm going to be like running an RPG campaign that would hit an adjacent tone, then yeah, I'd probably want to get it to loop it and have some of these for some options in the background. I can't remember, no distinct melodies stick out in my mind.
We've established that there are 3 main themes, character themes, that have come across. The detective has a theme, the bartender has a theme, and I think Vader is more than Monty has a theme.
Yeah.
I do like the bartender's theme a lot. I quite like that it was specifically an orchestra piece, where most of this has been kind of like detective jazz rock, and it kind of like stood out like sonically or whatever. But it's all what I would call inoffensive if I was being uncharitable, gentle and unobtrusive, which makes sense for songs that, you know, are designed to loop as you listen to them over the course of half an hour, or you do an entire scene. It's quite well. As we normally do, as we kind of wrap up on these things, we have our little rating system that we use for the games that we play, to discuss whether they are something we want to actively return to keep playing more of, whether it's something we're interested in seeing more about but isn't a pressing concern, or whether it is a game we will be leaving behind and not returning. In general, are what we've dubbed hot pursuit for this series is very hard come by. Even when we had our initial form for this on like Monster of the Week, a lot of the time, and you're usually more critical than me, will be just kind of like, I don't need to see this again, and I'll be like, but I do want to see what the entire Dex is like. But I agree, I don't know how long I would to play this game. And for a lot of these games, maybe because we're both mystery enthusiasts, but we've had a lot of like, I don't know how good the writing of this mystery is going to be to play for its time. I think we can leave this to the side. But this does genuinely feel a little different. And not just in like the aim to capture way, where that game was so visually stunning and doing so many interesting things mechanically with its little word combiney thought cabinety thing. And I was like, well, I want to see what it does with these ideas. It's clearly fucking around with something quite large, and I was like, oh, I want to play this again. This isn't fucking around with something quite large. This is doing something quite sensible, or at least is quite restrained in what it's gunning to do.
Yeah.
But I do want to see what it's fucking doing.
Okay, so you're calling in a hot pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to finish this game, or at least get into more of the nitty gritty about how the murder at that hotel and us being on the train is involved in, for sure.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's a very good observation that this game is, rather than like, this game is not selling itself on structural innovation, but is instead selling itself on like a very competent execution, and kind of, I think, like synthesizing a lot of a lot of elements that have been successful before, and also, you know, that's not to say that I think it is exceptionally derivative, but more of, you know, the selling point is the story that's being told rather than the format through which that story is being presented.
Yes. Yes.
And I think that is, yeah, I think that's fun to see. Basically, you know, when you first got into the rating system, I was like, I feel like I'm right on the razor's edge between Hot Pursuit and
investigating
investigating, as it is essentially where I'm at. Is like, I have enjoyed this time, and I'm kind of curious where the game goes and whether that is like something I see now or later is like, well, as long as it doesn't, you know, the embers do not completely cool in my mind, then that's fine. And so I was kind of thinking, if Castor comes down on Hot Pursuit, then I'll join them on that, and that's what it do. So I think next session, next week, in fact,
would you like to play more of this next week? Because that was what I was going to ask.
I think that's what a Hot Pursuit can mean.
Yeah, it does.
And I think
it does to me, at least. Yes.
Yes, and I do think. What was I going to say? I like reevaluating each week. Do we remain in Hot Pursuit?
That makes sense.
I have also seen that. Yes, How Long to Beat says this is a roughly 6-hour game, and given the fact that we are voice acting everything and bullshitting
like
and whatnot, I expect
to 2 times the length. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of guessing like, okay, so probably like 3 streams, maybe 4. So
which I would be down to do. It's been a while since we've done one game for an extended stretch, so I'd be down to play more of this. Hell yeah.
3 or 4 streams, you know, having a, you know, almost a month stretch for Detective Instinct: Farewell My Beloved, I think is very sensible. Yes, we'll next week on the 29th shall we return for part 2 of Detective Instinct: Farewell My Beloved.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are. I want to know what's on the inside of that ring engraving so bad. Actually, one last thought when you because we've talked about this, I think, before when we were looking at the Great Coffee Caper and discussing the like cat. If you remember, there was like a cat character who's like a carpenter, and she enters and exits things with like the buzzsaw jump in spin that the characters from Deltarune do when moving between props. And I was like, oh, I see where this has exactly been taken from. And then when we did and then looking at the investigation scenes afterwards, you're like, oh, the fact that this is bullet hell is because they are a fan of Undertale and Deltarune, and not necessarily so much as of a factor of other things. It feels like it's part and parcel of, I am taking the influences of these specific pieces of media that I like and then putting it in my game. And I think that is a really salient difference to, I really love this specific period or genre or art style, and I'm doing something that matches and sits alongside it. Like, I can see some of the other video games that this inspires mechanically. You know, like, I can tell that Famicom Detective Club is something that was a big inspiration for how this game works mechanically. But it's also clearly inspired by, like, late 80s, early 90s OVA anime, like, direct to VHS style anime, and the way all these characters are rendered. I can tell that there is a degree of old school, like, literal mystery novel writing that this is set in as well. That
we literally ended up on a luxurious train. I have no idea what possible mystery literature could have influenced this turn of events.
I tried to read. I started trying to read that the other day. I finished the big novel I was working on before. I was reading The Player of Games by a guy. It's fine. His name is not important.
Jeff Games.
Yeah, Jeff Games. It was a good novel. Part of the Culture sci-fi series for people who care about that. Then I was like, I got into mystery, like, as a genre through, like, video games and TV, not via books. So there are very few classic mystery. I've not read any classic mystery novels. So let me get Murder Spread. I started reading it on a high after finishing the Player of Games. It's written. It was written in like the 1930s, and the writing style mirrors that, but it's also has lots of characters who are not British or American giving their dialogue phonetically, because
Oh dear.
Poirot's Belgian. He smatters a bunch of Belgian French across his. It's really hard to read. Maybe it's because I'm dumb and I struggle with literature, specifically like fiction, with like big paragraphs of text that are unclear in what they're trying to say. But I was like, oh, I'm not enjoying the way that this is written. Actually, it's quite difficult.
Phonetic speech. I'm going to be straight up. I think phonetic speech is something to use very carefully, and splashing that around everywhere feels very amateurish.
Hey, it was probably novel at the time, but it wears fucking thin now. So like,
Yeah, you know, writing is a really, you know, that shit dropped so recently. I do want to. Do you know what the ending of Murder on the Orient Express is?
It's been referenced in so many things in so many places. I'm kind of aware of what the bit is. Amusingly enough, there is a magic card. There is a Magic the Gathering card that spoils the ending.
Of course, that's pretty
so
funny.
Fucking funny. I'll show you it after the stream's over. But
I have heard that Murder on the Orient Express is not a great read if you know how it ends.
Sure.
But I only watched a movie version of it, so I can't really speak to that.
But they apparently do a movie version of it like every 5 years, so there are a lot of them. But maybe I should watch one of the movie versions instead, who knows. But that's all to say, I really like that this is a game that is obviously inspired by a bunch of things, but I don't think it's referencing a bunch of things. And that is actually a really important difference, especially in games that are made in the year of our Lord.
Yes, this is synthesis and not just regurgitation.
And on that, on the word regurgitation, let's us...
I'm a bird. It's my culture.
let's go find somebody to go pass the love on to. Gosh, we in this stream life where I'm like, I candidly, I stream a lot, but, or at least I don't stream a lot. I stream once a week at best. I don't actually watch many streams live as much anymore, so I'm very out of the loop on what the people be doing. People are about not Minecraft right now, apparently.
Yes, Microsoft is part of the BDS boycott list.
Let's see. Is there somebody on your following that you'd like us to pass to?
That's jeez, it's like I was looking through it. I'm like, I mean, I guess Big John is up, but before I say let's totally go to Big John, let me make sure.
Let's see what they be doing.
Yeah, let me make sure this is not another. I am not actually at the stream right now. I was also kind of like, Snake Eyes, who's a fighting game player, and seeing that he's playing the new Fatal Fury game, which is the one that had a shit ton of AI art advertising it. Yeah, Big John is not doing real shit right now. Okay, wow. Oh, our lovely viewers.
Okay. Somebody who I've not raided in a while. I think back when we were doing like Pokemon, like Nuzlocke, we looked to see who else was like streaming Black and White or whatever, and there was somebody called Maxplosives who was doing that. They are currently streaming Pokemon Emerald version Too Many Types. And I see a Sprigatito in an RSC sprite style, so clearly fuckery is occurring. So let's go and pass on to somebody who's just doing a cute little Pokemon thing, and we can go and do that. That seems safe and not loaded by Saudi Arabian funding or whatever. Okay, we've got that raid underway. There we go. It's happening. I am your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
And I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
This has been the New Lost Twitch channel. We'll be back next week with more murders on a train, and have a wonderful evening and the rest of your week. Farewell. Bye-bye.
See ya.